Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We have a new screen. I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it. It'll probably change substantially, but this was what I was able to whip up in
Enjoy
the time
the
I had.
evolution.
Yeah, we got bigger faces now, which, especially when we post on TikTok, I always hate that we can like barely see what's going on with people.
And I'm gonna help make.
Hey,
Yes.
speaking of, are you following us on TikTok?
Yeah! Follow us on Twitch first. That's where it matters more. But
you know, if you're seeing this clip on TikTok,
yeah!
follow us
I won't.
there and on Twitch.
I won't be putting this on TikTok.
Come on, it would be such a great joke.
Oh, yeah, it's just terrific.
Do it. Don't ignore my failed shuffling in the background. If I don't
Okay.
ignore, I mean do.
Let's get started with the recap. So, last time, we started with a meeting with Queen Hestia, where it was revealed that she, at least, trusted the party, despite any misgivings the prince and the king might have towards them. She also asked Drae personally to try and make peace with the mysterious figure that had confronted him in the sewer throne, so that he could start to spy on and report whatever plans they had back to Hestia. Her main request, though, was that the party deal with the floating islands that appeared in the sky in order to retrieve the king's retreat, the normally water-floating island that the king used to house many of his concubines. Her having a worry that the absence of many of his family would cause undue foolishness from his highness. You guys took a morning to fight a Kruthic hive at the new Coliseum, and then ventured onto the floating isles themselves. You guys started with a small skirmish with a group of monks that went pretty handily, learning that the rules on this island are very different from the reality you're used to. You guys moved on and quickly managed to pass the test to go through the Misted Gate, battling a much larger, much more powerful group of monks. However, they were warned that they should instead seek more knowledge in this area. And we ended with you guys sitting down to meditate for the rest of the day, and then sleeping through the evening right next to a larger group of monks that you were set to challenge the following day. And we're going to return exactly there. So you guys can, if there's nothing you want to do immediately, you guys can rest for a while, and then go ahead and actually take a sleep, because it's too early in the day to do that. But is there anything you guys want to deal with before you take a long rest?
No.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys spend some time meditating on the lessons and the bruises you got from the last group of monks. And then lay your heads down to sleep. You are perfectly safe here. They will not do anything to you in your sleep. So you guys awake the next morning, refreshed, having had a long rest. Go ahead and update your characters with any healing that you do manage to get there. I'm just going to move this camera over a little bit. Right. So let me know when you guys are back up to full health and whatnot. And
Alright, long rests have been taken.
I took the long rest.
Okay,
last
great.
Session.
Spells have been prepared.
And I am going to go back to
We
this
had 86.
screen.
We had 86 viewers.
Wow.
Ah, very nice.
That's on our TikTok stream, by the way. Twitch
Yes,
stream.
yeah, I'm aware.
If you want us to say those numbers about Twitch, tell your friends.
Yeah.
Maybe
this
people
is the
who
this
aren't
is,
your friends.
This is the shameless advertising episode. I love it.
We will do anything.
No, we won't.
False.
Anything.
False.
Do not listen to him.
It's not that type of stream.
Yeah,
Yet.
Never.
ever in his life.
We're not that desperate. We just won't get popular.
I would rather get popular from not doing it.
Yeah. So, we have you guys on the map. We actually have you all on Foundry this time.
For how long?
As you guys can see, the one teacher, just like the one you had battled before, three of the monks that you've seen battle you guys in close combat, and two of them with the chained kamas, standing a little further back.
You put us...
Daniel's not here today, by the way.
Oh yeah, we didn't even... I meant to start with that. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Daniel is on vacation. Alex will be playing his character.
To the best of my ability, I will not throw him into the mouth of a dragon. If he pays me back. He has 4 hours.
Hey! Okay, you don't give control.
Just ransom his character. Oh.
You went back to our normal
So,
setup.
you guys wake up from your sleep and your long period of meditation. Kea'Na is popped up and ready and doing some stretches in the morning, just kind of moving about excited with that kind of excited energy she always has coming off of her.
Love Kea'Na.
So, the monks, a couple of them glance over you guys as you come to consciousness as well and then return to their own contemplation. What are you all doing?
Good morning. You don't need to crack your fists at me at this early.
I thought it was like a message, like, you ready?
I'll go back to sleep if you really want to go
my
back
God.
to bed.
You want to fight monks?
Yeah.
Come on, that's what we came down here for.
Yeah. Let's go fight monks, I guess.
Alright.
Okay. They look over at you, hearing your guys' conversation, as a couple of them stand up and start to put their hands and their fists together in their usual bow. They look at you questioningly.
Here, Kea'Na. Come here.
Yeah?
Alright, just wanted you up and ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay.
I woke up before you, actually.
Doesn't surprise me.
Okay. Yaikzal's gonna...
Let's do it! As he will bow back to you. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get initiative started.
Oh god, I have to roll so many dice.
You want me to take over rolling for one of your characters? Like...
You can roll for Varian if you want.
I'll roll for Varian. You just told me what to do. Natural 20!
Very well.
For Yaikzal, so that's
Um,
25.
For Yaikzal?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're in chat right now, throw an emote that is, like, excited.
Okay.
Am I a hype man or what?
Wow! That was incredible. I have never been more unimpressed about hype before in my life.
What's his initiative added?
Varian gets a +3.
Drae, what did you get?
Drae got, surprise. Drae got a 22.
That was what I guessed it would be. And Lorelei.
Lorelei got a 14.
Okay, and then Barian.
Also got a 14.
14 for him
Wow.
as well. And
Alright.
Kea'Na got a 3. Actually, I haven't updated her dex since she leveled up. Okay, so that'll put her to a 5. But she'll be below that one. So I'll do that. She's still last. Doesn't make a difference. Okay, so starting us off is Yaikzal as you finish bowing to the other monk, and you see a lot of them step out of their stances there.
I'm going to...
Does a gong sound when I bow?
Sadly not. Oh, I do want some music ready for this though.
Does music start when I bow?
Nope.
I'm gonna move up
I want my money back.
This.
Don't forget to draw your cards.
Oh yeah, we have to draw. Is this still draw?
Do we draw cards?
It is, yes. Everybody go ahead and draw 4 cards. Wow, this is going to be a lot. 4, 8,
variants.
16.
There's still one here.
4 cards each.
We have 2 here. You have variants?
Yeah. These are variants.
Okay.
What's what again?
Yeah, what is what again?
Okay, so as you guys learned, here, luck has a much higher role to play in what you can do in combat. So an action is a clubs, a reaction is a diamonds, a movement is a spades, and a bonus action is hearts.
Okay,
And why isn't my music working? There we go.
I am going to move my... I'm gonna... Because you can only move if you have movement hurt, right?
Correct, yes. So you can only move,
I'm gonna use
although in your case you can also move with a bonus action as long as you spend a point on
I'm gonna move up to him.
it. Okay.
As I am... What's diamond again? Reaction? Yeah.
Yes, diamonds is reaction.
I'm going to use my long sword.
Okay,
Light
clubs.
sword. Yeah, my light sword, yeah.
Go ahead and roll 15?
15.
Okay, 15. I was like, fucking pardon me? A 15 will miss.
Another 15.
A 15 will also miss.
Where are you at? 5 and not 10.
Oh, that was a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
That was a dirty 20. First one was.
I don't mean the back seat. Your character. You have +5 to brave.
Hey, listen! I don't want to hear it. And I'm
Also, anybody, if the music is a little overpowering, let me know. I have no way to really gauge how it is compared to our voices.
14 damage.
14 damage.
And
Okay.
then I'm going to bonus action with my fists.
I remember where I wrote down their abilities. Okay, if you have a bonus action, you may take that attack, and you can spend a key point to make it 2 attacks.
I'm going to. +9, so over 20.
That'll hit. I remember where I put it.
6 damage.
6 more damage. Okay.
More than last time.
You are spending the key point to attack
Yeah.
again? Okay, then it will hit if it's more than last time.
That is 8 damage.
Maybe I don't remember where I put it. 8 damage.
Yep.
It's okay, I remember well enough. Okay, and that will bring him to injured as you go with a flurry of attacks, swiping twice with your longsword and bringing an elbow up to crack against him. Okay, that brings us to the monk instructor. What are actions again? Clubs. And bonus actions are hearts. Boy, he's got all movements, eh? Okay, he is going to trade an action over to one of the other characters. And I have no way of separating this out, but I'm just gonna move down the. Yeah, that doesn't work very well. They definitely wouldn't give him that back. So I am going to say that his 4 movements are wasted, but for one of them. As he is going to move up to here. Okay. And that will bring us to even Drae.
Okay. These cards. Alright. Drae. Going to.
Bruna, can you check that audio quick and make sure the music's not too loud? Compared to our voices. I'll just talk a little bit. You tell me how it sounds, how it is. Can you hear me over the music, or is the music too loud?
Music's too loud.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to. I do bonus action. Okay. I'm going to steady aim
Okay.
with bonus action. Then with. Gotta get rid of these cards. I have so many cards. You have no idea. Isaac might.
Actually, there's like 12 here.
There's a lot of actions, okay?
That is, yeah.
So then I'm going to use clubs to make a green flame blade attack with advantage against the monk instructor.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
So 22 to hit.
A 22 will hit, indeed.
Good lord. I hate how unsure I was of that. Okay, so that is one of these. And 3 of these now.
Terrifying.
And one of these. Lots of different dice. Okay. That is 24 points of piercing and fire damage.
Okay, 24 points of damage. That will injure him.
Okay. And then the guy next to him. Which one next to him, though, is the question. I'll go the one north of him.
Okay.
We'll take... that would be 6 points of fire damage.
6 points of fire damage to the other monk as well.
With
Okay.
a okay roll. And then, with my other clubs...
Oh boy.
I am going to cast Mind Sliver as I stab him and then poke him in his brain as he reels from my strike.
Okay, so you're doing a feint and then a mind sliver?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a hit. Or I guess that's a saving throw. I want dice! Ha! Guess what I forgot?
Something a little important, you know?
I had everything.
Veteran Dungeon Master, everybody.
Yeah.
Been doing it for years.
Literally. Today was the day I had everything ready, too.
Did you?
Actually, today was our most prepared day we've ever
We're
had.
really prepared. Like we were all on Foundry.
Saving
We
throw
were even
time.
ready to check audio.
What type of saving throw is this?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. That is an 18.
Succeeds. And that is Drae's turn.
Okay, very well. Then that will bring us to the one right in front of Drae is up.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he doesn't need that bonus action. So he's going to start with his attack action. That is a natural 20.
Okay.
That is 12 damage to you.
Okay, I will try and block that with my reaction.
Very well.
Okay, I take 4 less damage.
Okay, so that is 8 damage to you.
Also, Twitch chat, we get to keep our reactions.
His multi-attack, that is a 10 to hit you.
Misses.
So that will miss, which brings us to his first bonus action attack, which is a 15 to hit you.
Misses.
All right. And brings us to his second bonus action attack, and that is a 25 to hit you.
That hits.
Okay. As he
Bonus action attack. I guess
strikes out
cards.
for 8 damage to you.
Okay, cannot block that.
And he is going to waste the movement. Wow, none of these songs want to work today. There we go. So, after he goes, you guys would hear a rustling coming from above the floating island that is above you guys, as you hear something emerge from the tree up there. Loud footsteps as it walks up to the
that
edge.
thing. What the heck?
As you guys see a much larger looking creature, similar to the monks, wielding a ballista. I tried to say it 2 different ways. Wielding a ballista in his arms as he turns it towards you, Drae.
How far away is he?
He would be 30 feet up and however many feet over.
Okay.
Here, I will put 30 feet up on him. Okay, and he is going to shoot that at you. And that is a 17 to hit.
Misses.
As he fires the bolt out of that.
I stop it midair.
Okay, as that is that card. And he has 2 movements, which are going to get given up. And we'll keep that reaction for later. Okay, so that's his turn. That brings us to this monk here that is going to turn towards Yaikzal, who has been striking against it so far. And he's going to use his first action to attack you twice. That is a 17 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, second portion of his first action. That is even lower, so that'll miss. And then he's going to use his second action to do the same thing again. That is a natural 20.
Yeah, that kind of hits. Crazy.
That is 10 damage to you as he bludgeons against you with his fist. And then that's going to miss with the second attack on that. And then he has some reactions.
Giant playing cards up here.
All right. That brings us to the thrower that's back here. They are going to use their action to strike at Kea'Na. That's a natural 1. That's going to miss. Okay. Second attack. That one's going to hit. Okay. So they throw their kama towards Kea'Na for 6 damage, which means she will take 3. And then they're going to use their second action to do it again. That's going to hit. And they go up to the D6 with this for the exact same amount of damage. And then nat 20 on the D8. Oof, and that's high. That is 19 damage, which is going to be 9 damage to Kea'Na, who is injured at this point, as they just and start throwing their kamas from either hand, the long chain snaking between their shots. And then they're going to throw with their bonus action at her, which is going to hit, but we're back down to the D4 for 5 damage to Kea'Na, which is 2 damage for her. Action. As that brings us to Barian.
Okay. Barian is going to bonus action Blade Song.
Okay.
Not a rule. But that gets his AC up too. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good AC. He's going to use his movement action to move here, and then here, and then here. Can he stand there?
Yes, he can.
Okay. So he like dashes through people.
He is going to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta make sure that monk has a reaction. That one is the next one. They do, so they're going to take their attack of opportunity.
I was banking on them not.
And that is a 24 to hit.
I'm going to reaction cast Shield.
Okay, which brings him up to a 25, I believe.
Yeah. Because his intelligence went up when he leveled up.
Okay. As that monk goes to make a strike towards him, and his wand just comes up as their fist hammers against the barrier that he summons. As you move up and around, he's kind of standing on unsteady ground at this point, like 1 foot up on the rocks that lead up to this like small meditation building that the teacher was in, and the teacher's head just kind of turns and like glances at him as he's kind of like watching from both sides now.
As he draws his wooden sword, uses that like unsteady footing. His one leg is a little higher, so he jumps up using that leg as leverage. And it's going to come down with like a double whack on the back of the head because it's a wooden sword.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
With advantage.
Indeed.
8.
Plus 9 is 17. Yeah.
As he's just walking from the side, he jumps down with the wooden sword, and the monk teacher just hands still in front of him, just kind of like slowly, like water, like moves
And we
sideways with the
decided
slash.
last session that the green flame blade is always on attack 1.
Yes,
So the flaming green attack misses,
indeed.
and the second one is a 28 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, what damage do I roll?
D8. And
Okay.
a D6.
The slash comes down, dodged, monk flowing like water as he brings it up the other way and slashes the wooden sword
Hang
into
on,
him.
what is the... hang on, he's using his wooden sword.
Yeah, so it's a d6.
A D6 with no, like, to hit bonus?
He does get his hit bonus, yeah.
Okay. So... Because it was... Normal one is a +7. Is there any additional magical bonus on the sword?
No,
Okay, so that would have been a 26 to hit.
still hits.
Yeah. So a D6 and another D6.
Sorry, how's he getting 2d6?
Sneak attack.
Oh, right, yes.
It's 5.
Always forgetting something.
5 total.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 10 points of slashing, bludgeoning damage.
10 points of damage to the monk as he cuts down on the one side, brings it up into the ribs, and the monk just looks over where he's hit and just nods towards him.
Okay.
All right.
And that's
Anything
all.
else?
That's all of his cards. So he's done.
Okay, Lorelei is up.
Laura. Oh, God damn it. Okay. 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 Lorelei. Hang on, gotta do some. Okay. Just gonna use a movement action
All right.
to move. Here.
Okay, Lorelei moving up behind Kea'Na, who glances back at her and grins.
Hey.
Love Kea'Na.
She's going to cast. Fine. Spirit Guardian's at 4th level,
Okay.
not 5th. I want to go balls to the walls, but I'm afraid of what else
Go
is
ahead
gonna
and
happen.
draw your own Spirit Guardian so I don't have to move it around for you.
Sure. One circle. Well, that's annoying that he... Because this guy at the very edge of it is technically within 15 feet of me. Like if I were to walk to him.
Which guy?
The southernmost monk.
Ah, yes. 5, 10. Yeah, this is how it works. This is what we use. This is how it works.
Okay. Well... Kea'Na, could you please move over?
No, it's not her turn to move.
God damn it. Okay. That's fine.
Does Lorelei ask her to move?
Yes.
Okay.
Just, there's a perfect spot for all of them. Right where you are.
What?
Move.
Oh, okay. Holds up her face steel blade, but it's not her turn. So what are you doing?
Okay. So that's her action. I love slamming down the card.
Can you
I could
please
tell.
put it on the Bible?
I like making you do things.
Fuck you.
And she has a bonus action, but nothing to do with it.
Okay. Then that brings us
So-
to...
And it's at the beginning of their turn they make a saving throw.
Correct.
Yes.
And this one is outside of it.
Yep. If he enters it though.
Indeed. Which he's going to. 10.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So he's going to move up to Lorelei. Wisdom saving throw, that is a 13.
Fails, so we take. Gonna roll it here. Wow, a whopping 14 points of psychic damage.
14 points of psychic damage as the monk steps in and starts grimacing as he's
Also, his movement is half.
marching. He has enough. As he marches through the howling spirits in order to get to her.
Oh no, he don't.
And then he is going to make an attack against her with his action, which is a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, second.
She slaps inside.
That's also going to miss with his second attack. That's even lower. And then he's going to take a bonus action with his last action, which is a 17.
Misses.
All right.
But she's just like hiding behind her shield.
He starts just methodically punching towards her. She's blocking away at him, and you guys just hear the repeat like ding, 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 different parts of him slamming against her shield. That is going to bring us to the second thrower, who is also going to go for Lorelei. Camo whipping, and when Kea'Na goes to block it, it wraps around her sword and slices towards Lorelei. I'm going to start with her bonus action. Okay, that is an 18 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. Works better when they stay on the table.
That's crazy.
I'm just about to have my dice tray back, because we found something that actually gets the cat pee smell out of it, which is glorious.
Okay, now, Drae wouldn't have his reactions yet, because he used the one that he had on his turn. These are his next
Correct.
turns. Good to know.
That is 5 damage.
Ouch.
And then she's going to take 2 attacks with an action.
Same throw, she succeeds.
And that's an 18 again.
God, every time.
It's an 8 damage on the second one.
Okay, concentration check.
And that's a 22.
She succeeds.
And she's up to a d6. And that is 10 damage.
Oh my god.
So we're now... so we've used a bonus action and an action, and she's going to use a joker to make 2 more attacks as an action.
Oh my god.
And that is a dirty 20, which brings us to a d8. That's 7 damage.
She's blocking the person behind her and just gets cut up.
And that is another 22, which brings us to a d10.
Okay.
And that is 10 damage once again.
Okay, I succeeded. Shouldn't talk too soon. All of my concentration checks, because Lorelei is great at concentration checks.
Right. As Lorelei is just getting battered by this thing, all of them like looking like they're gonna strike Kea'Na, and by the way she like twists her chain or snatches them off of Kea'Na's weapons, some of them like wrap around Kea'Na, and then the Kea'Na is suddenly coming for Lorelei as there's just this whirlwind of flying chain and blade. As Kea'Na is up and seeing you do that to her, is going to go up to there. She has 2 movements. Only one of them is going to get used. And then she's got a reaction and a bonus action, which she can't do much with. So, that's Kea'Na.
Alright.
She did get a reaction. Not that she has a lot of use for them. But, that brings us back to Yaikzal. Go ahead and draw your cards again, guys. We're at the top of the round.
Okay. I've been drawing them in advance to have more time to prepare.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to use I have 2 action cards. So I'm gonna use my sword and attack twice.
Okay. Still in front of that one who is calmly waiting for you. He's taking a pause as he waits for your turn to make your moves. As this is a very weird like start and stop fight. People wait until each person has their allotted
it's like
amount
the
of
D&D
turn.
combat, but like in real life.
Yeah, but not actually like waiting, like everything's happening at one time, but people will like get bad luck, make one attack, and then just wait and like dodge and block as much as they can, relegated to watching you use your superior luck.
Yeah, that was a 12, didn't hit.
A 12 will miss.
Yeah. 19?
A 19 will hit.
Okay.
So much of my music is not working, and it's very sad.
14 damage.
14 to hit or 14 damage?
14
It
damage.
looks like
Oh, right, yeah, you did hit.
Foundry might have frozen on the stream.
Did it?
We're moving, but Foundry is stuck like at Lorelei's turn.
Okay. And then
Okay, did it fix itself? Sometimes I
We'll
have to
find
click
out in
over
like
to
10
it.
seconds.
I'm gonna use my other action
You could check Streamlabs to...
Yeah, it's not frozen.
Okay.
Other action?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my other action to use my breath weapon on him.
Okay, as you rear back, open wide, Frost just blasts out as he like brings up as much of the like thin cloak that he has to weather this as he can. That is a con save or a dex save?
Con.
Okay. Natural 1. As, yeah, he definitely fails. You blasting him with frost, you can see white starting to collect along the purple fists that make up his skin.
12 damage.
12 damage. As that will cripple him. As he pulls back and you can just see the white coating him in like rivulets of frost as they start to drip down and he shakes some of them off. And there's a tinkling scattering of frost there. Alright. Anything else from Yaikzal? Okay, that brings us to the teacher.
Who your worst?
Has a fairly decent hand. He doesn't have anything good to trade, but he will steal somebody else's action for sure. Actually, he's going to steal somebody else's bonus action.
Okay, teacher, go off.
Alright, and he's going to start with an attack against Drae. Actually, you know what? He's going to turn towards Barian. Respect for the hits that he managed to get in.
What do you mean? I hit him for 24. Rude.
That is a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, that's one bonus action used.
Keep in mind, Barian still has an AC of 25 because he cast his shield.
Yes. That's a 25 to and that is 9 damage to Barian. And then he's committed this, so he's going to take his last bonus action attack against Barian.
He also has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yes. That's a natural 1 on his wisdom saving throw, and a 26 to hit Barian.
Cool. Would have preferred that the other way around, but...
And that is 11 damage to Barian with that one. As he turns, the spirits like shrieking through him as they do the other. Him not even acknowledging them just like ripping through his form as he turns and like just measured strikes towards Barian.
Okay.
Increasing intensity with each one as the vibrations that come after each hit start to vibrate stronger and stronger inside of him before slowly dissipating.
Oh, right. So... it's 11 damage to
I'm going to
Barian.
switch. Maybe the other
Yeah, done that.
music thing has more of them working.
48. From...
48 indeed, as he failed that.
18 points of psychic damage.
Okay, 18 points of psychic damage. That will bring him down to bloodied.
Okay.
Okay. That is the end of his turn. I'm just going to leave this reaction that I have down already out. Which brings us to Drae.
Alright, Drae has a bonus action. So he's going to second wind.
Very well.
Heal himself for 12. He takes a second to recuperate as this monk is beaten on his brother.
Drae, heavy breathing, is deep exhale as you take a moment to catch your
And
breath
then
and steady
you know,
yourself.
wiggle back and forth a lot.
You taking the dodge action?
Nope, I'm just taking 2 movements.
Oh, as you start like a boxer's like getting ready where they're like foot to foot, like
Come
jumping,
on.
like dagger
Come on.
out, like
Hit me. You won't.
you just see a little grin spread up along the monk's face as it quickly falls back to neutral. Okay, brings us to our first soldier here. This one right in front of you.
Wisdom saving throw.
Indeed. That is a 12.
Okay. So he takes the full force of 18 psychic damage.
18 psychic damage. Oof. You rolled that again, right?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, you don't just get to pick rolls you like and keep them forever.
Weird, he keeps taking 32.
Okay. he is going to move here and here. So if Drae has a reaction, you may take an attack against him.
Ooh, he does.
Okay, gamble did not pay off. He's injured now from that, by the way.
But he's gonna hold on to it.
Okay, very well.
I can't even use my reaction.
Then he is going to... So there's his movement gone. And he's going to use his bonus action with advantage to attack Lorelei. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 7 damage to her. As he steps over and gives a little head bow and then comes up and right to the chest.
Succeeds.
That's wasted. And I'm just going to keep another one of the reactions I have out for him. Okay, very well. That brings us to... I no longer need him hidden on that. That brings us to the Artillerist, who only has an action to reload, but he can use his bonus action to fire. So he is going to take a shot at Lorelei.
Jesus.
And that is a 24 to hit.
Okay.
As a massive bolt comes flying down towards her from on high. Okay, didn't roll super hot. That is only 9 damage.
Okay.
And he's going to spend a bonus action as a reload, and his movement is wasted. And we've got more music not working. I might actually have to do something about
rough.
this. Okay, as Lorelei has taken a lot of hits, as they seem to start focusing her down, her shrieking spirits just shrieking even more angrily as they do, and then watching them warily from the sides. That brings us to the monk right in front of Yaikzal, who
Wisdom
also
saving
needs to make a
throw.
wisdom save. 3.
Alright. 13 psychic damage.
13. As he starts to prepare, you see him taking a fighting stance as some of the spirits come screeching over. He looks over, eyes wide, and is through. You see him like physically moved back before he. And he's going to step out of its effect and sit down. And begin to meditate. I can.
I didn't say it, but obviously all of our allies are immune to it.
Yes.
I can see them all.
Yeah, you were able to see all of them, so that's no problem. Okay, so I'm going to take him out of initiative, and that brings us to our first thrower. Where are you? What? Ah, she's back there. Okay. So the thrower is going to swing. Yeah, you're the problem right now with your shrieking banshees, so that's who she's going for. I should probably look at what action she has before I assume that. And I have to get rid of his turn as well. Oh my. It's a little loud once I switch back. Okay, she's going to take an attack. That is a 22.
That hits.
That is 5 damage. You're rolling saving throws every time, right?
Yep.
Okay, second attack is a natural 1, which will miss.
Succeeds.
Gonna use her Joker for another attack. That's gonna hit, which brings us up to a D6 for 7 damage. Another attack. A 19 up to a D8 now for 5 damage. And her movement is wasted. And I already have a card there on her. Which brings us to Barian, as more commas just go sailing in, being launched hand by hand repeatedly at Lorelei, who has made herself quite a target to these creatures.
Seems the case. Alright. Varian is going to use a bonus action. I've remembered something.
What have you remembered?
That I can't cast 2-leveled spells in a turn.
Yeah, that's correct.
Even with multiple cards. So...
So you can, if you have an action, bonus action, you can do it twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was what I told you, is...
So yeah, I have 2 actions and 2 bonus actions.
Oh, sorry, Yeah, so that is what I told you, is that you can... you have to maintain parity between the amount of actions and bonus action spells that, like... So if you cast a leveled spell with an action, you can't with a bonus action spell. But you could with a bonus action spell if you had a second action to pair that with that didn't cast
so
one.
I can't.
You can,
I have
yeah.
2 actions, 2 bonus actions. So, you need a bonus action to cast Shadow Blade.
Alright.
At... find the spell. At level 3.
Okay.
This is what appears in his hand. Sort of like enveloping the wooden one, I'll say. So this action cannot be used to cast a spell.
Correct.
This one can, though. He's gonna
Not in that order. You have to keep the parity, so you have to use the non-spell casting action next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Alright. Could I do it in a different order, knowing that?
No.
Alright.
Yeah, sure. What are you doing?
Then first I will cast Hold Person on him.
Alright. That is a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, and Lorelei will use her reaction to give him disadvantage.
Okay. That is a 16 and a 6. with
Okay, and
disadvantage.
also he takes 5 points of psychic damage from that reaction, because it's not a spell that she can.
Alright.
So he is paralyzed.
He is.
And I must now use the bonus action associated with that or something.
Correct.
I'm gonna do nothing, because...
Okay, then you cannot cast a spell.
What do you mean?
You need to use the bonus action.
I don't have anything to do with the bonus action, so I'm getting...
So this is going to limit your ability to use spells then. If you have nothing to do with the bonus action, that's going to put a limit on how many spells you can cast. You have to use one, use the other. That's the one rule I have for that, to keep parity, so that it's not a free-for-all with all the spells you want.
Alright.
So he might not be able to do this after all.
Yeah, there's just no action to take. I mean, he could Blade Song a second time.
If that's something he's able to do, if he's got a certain amount of Blade Songs a day,
Yep.
then you could use another one of his Blade Songs up in order to use that bonus action.
Yeah, he dismisses his Blade Song as without any action required, and...
Doesn't exactly make sense, but I do still need some limit on how many spells can go off
Sure.
at once, so...
And then with that bonus action used, now the next pair of action bonus action gets to come into play.
Correct.
So I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Wait, they're both concentration anyway. This has been a great effort.
So he's not paralyzed.
So he doesn't actually have to use another Blade Song because he's not gonna cast that spell anyways.
So you are keeping him paralyzed?
Yes.
Okay.
He's paralyzed. Not doing anything with his bonus actions.
Okay.
Using his attack to
Go ahead and roll
attack
with
him. First time Green Flame Blade. Do you want to roll with advantage to hit? They 17.
17 will miss.
Yeah. Okay. Try again. Maybe roll well this time. Also with advantage. 16.
That will miss as well as
Right.
he's
right,
elated. The spell going off and just like flames surging on his thing as he's like swinging towards the guy. And Drae on the other side is also like stabbing towards him, and you see as you're going to like cut into Dre's stab slash coming from the side, he pulls back, flame just whooshing off his sword. Come on! It goes to
Alright,
stab
alright.
again.
Glad we spent so much time on that. Thank you, Runa, for ruining everything. What did I do?
Very well.
You rolled 2 natural ones.
Sorry
in 4
that you're a spellcaster.
That brings us to Lorelei.
All right. Lorelei's gonna use her action to dodge.
Okay.
And then a movement to move away from this guy.
Okay, where's she moving?
She's moving to where Kea'Na was.
Okay, the guy in behind is next. And he does not have a reaction to use on her. So, you are free to move up as you will.
Oh, I spelled the wrong thing.
I'll go fix that for you.
This moves here.
Oh, you can delete them?
I just undid.
Oh, okay. Neat. Nobody else has
Alright.
been able to figure that out.
Moves up one. And is like cowering behind her shield.
Okay, as she's like... just commas flying off her shield along with the two on either side of her who are
Use a
attacking her.
bonus action to cast Healing Word at level 2.
Very well.
Level 3. Yeah, feeling well.
Alright, anything else with her turn?
2, 4, no.
Okay, that brings us to this monk, who is going to step up to here. And
Did you make a
that's
wisdom
his
saving throw?
movement. I did not. That is a 19.
Alright, so he takes half damage.
This one has not taken much damage yet. So he moves up behind her, and you see him grin, like a big wide grin at
Jeez.
her.
He takes 6 points of psychic damage.
6. As one of the spirits like sails through him and he's still smiling, many apologies. As he's going to take his first of 3 actions.
He's disadvantage on all of these attacks.
Yep.
I think would do something. But
That's gonna miss. That's gonna miss. So there's one action gone.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, we also have to.
what do I need to hit her? Just so I can.
18.
18. Okay, so that is gonna miss. And that one will hit. So, first hit there, that is 7 damage. Then his second attack with that is also gonna hit for 10 damage.
Ooh, that's like all of the health she got back from healing word.
As he moves up, apologies, and just starts to like swing at her as Lorelei's doing her best, like keep up with this going on. As at the end, he grabs the edge of her shield, pulls back, and just
Okay.
twice
Drae
to the chin.
Uses reaction, reduces that last hit by 10.
Very well.
He rolls like a god. So the last hit like gets caught by Drae.
Very well.
Alright.
That's somebody else's, which brings us to the thrower that's there, who is in range.
Wisdom saving throw.
Has not been her yet. That's a nat 20.
Alright, so she takes. Jesus, good lord, the average is 18. I've rolled like a 14, 13, 12. God, this spell is not very good at all. She takes. It would be 6 because you halves it, and
6
it
damage.
favors her.
Okay.
So 6 points again.
She has no movement. She's going to take a. She could have movement. It's almost worth it. Otherwise, she's gonna have disadvantage. She's just gonna take the non-ranged attacks against Kea'Na with the lower bonus to hit, because she has 3 actions. So that'll hit. First D4. That is 5, which becomes 2 damage for Kea'Na as she chokes up on the commas and starts like slicing towards her. Much less favorable for her though. That's gonna miss, so that's her first action gone. Second action, that's gonna miss, and that will just hit. Bring this up to the D6. 5 is another 2 damage to Kea'Na, as another slash coming through, Kea'Na parrying 2 of the blows. Okay, so that's her second action gone. Third is a miss with the first one and a miss with the second one. And then she's going to take a bonus action which will miss as well. Okay, as Kea'Na takes her sword and like wraps up the chain of this person's kama and is just like yanking their kamas around by the chain that she's now wrapped around her blade, as they're like desperately trying to like pull to hit her, as Kea'Na like pushes with her sword and throws their elbow back before they can get the strike. That brings us to Kea'Na herself, who is going to take her turn. Okay, so those 2 movements, we'll see, they might not be a waste, but she's got 2 actions. That'll definitely hit. And I need to know her new bonus to damage. +4 now. 9, 10, 11 damage on the first hit. And then she's going to roll her second attack. 9. That will hit as well. 5, 9, 13 damage on the second one, which will bloody that person there. And then she's going to use her second action to do it all again. That'll hit. 12, 13 damage on the third strike. And then one more hit. That will just miss. As Kea'Na, still chain wrapped around, starts stabbing in and like slashing her arms in some of these exchanges, and just like controlling her with the sword and working in like nicks and cuts and thrusts into it as well. And yeah, her movements will be wasted. As all right, I'm going to draw again for the enemies as we are back at the top of initiative order.
Points, but would it be an action?
Yep.
Yep. Good.
Okay. 1 has gone down, so I need to draw 4 less cards. There we go. Yaikzal, you're up.
If I cast my darkness spell, would it affect the guy with the ballista? Or like, would there be darkness up there for me to shadow step
Not from
to?
where you're standing, no. It's going to go 15 feet out from you in every direction.
But you could cast it on him,
Could.
Oh,
and then shadow step to the darkness that is now on him.
could I?
Yep.
I'm gonna do that.
Right.
So that's
Hard to shoot when you can't see.
action to cast it on my key point.
Here I am.
So he has a darkness
What is it,
thing
15
him.
foot
on the
radius?
on the ballista itself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to shadow step up to him.
As you look up, you see him looking down as you. He's just cranking back to reload this massive crossbow in his hands. As you just encompass him in darkness, take a step as you just land right next to him in a fighting stance.
And I'm gonna use my other bonus action to punch him.
I'm going to move you up because you don't seem to have done so. I'm going to put you there. Okay, go ahead and roll to hit. No, so you do need to have taken an attack action in order to bonus action attack.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's it.
Very well.
Always attention on me.
That is the end of Kea'Na's turn. That brings us to the Instructor, who is paralyzed.
Wisdom saving throw first for Spirit Guardians.
Okay, that's 14.
Okay. It's,
Does that mean the thrower underneath is also in darkness?
He would not be. Nope.
No, okay. I was like-
No, it's 30 feet up. Alright.
Here, I'll put 30 feet on your character as well.
Alright, that is 20 points of psychic damage. Complain and you shall receive.
20 points of psychic damage.
And he has disadvantage on this check with Lorelei's rating.
Very well. That is 13.
And he takes 5 more psychic damage. Because it's a spell she did not
5
cast.
more psychic damage. Okay. As he's paralyzed there and things continue to screech through him, I'm taking a 13 doesn't save against variant
No.
saving throw. Okay. He is going to trade some cards around, however. Yeah, he's going to give an action to that guy up there, and I'm just going to try to remember that because I don't feel like moving more stuff around. At worst, I don't get it. Very well. Drae, you're up.
Alright. Drae has some great selections. He wiggles with his movement. And then for his first bonus action, he's going to pull this far thrower towards him 5 feet.
Okay, they need to make an athletics check.
Strength saving throw.
Natural 20.
Alright. That makes the next one a little bit worse.
as a tentacle of force, you'd call it, goes to push her, and she just like spreads her legs and takes like a deep stance with her kamas and is like firm as rock standing there.
All right.
I'm imagining like Avatar, where they like and the rock comes out of the ground, just like feet just rooted. One with the ground.
Okay, I'm going to do that again.
All right.
On the same person.
Very well. And that is an 18.
Also succeeds.
As she's still standing there, and you see the thing push her, and normally it would hurt somebody, but she just like slides with it, as she does like a full bend, showing off a fair bit of flexibility, as it just like force falls off of her, and she brings herself back to standing.
That was unsettling. That's Drae's turn.
All right. Okay, that brings us to this soldier standing here next to Lorelei, who needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Natural 1.
Cool. 4d8 coming right up. What do we do here? It's 26 points of psychic damage.
Oof.
I should complain more often.
All right, that brings him to crippled, as he is going to spend his 2 movement to flash over to here.
All right.
I'm gonna just keep this on this side of him. Let's do those, and his 2 movement are used up. As that's his turn. I gotta make sure the stream gets that. And that brings us to the Artillerist, who is up here with you, who got given an extra action. So he is going to bonus action finish reloading. Let's see if he's noticed you at all. No. So he is going to jump down.
The darkness follows. He has to make a wisdom saving throw.
And the darkness follows him.
I don't think you can cast darkness on something somebody else is carrying.
Can't I?
I am pretty sure you can't.
Sure. That's gonna be real. Now we're all blind.
Wisdom saving throw of 16.
Yeah, you are holding, or one that isn't being worked carrying. 16 fails now.
All right. Damage for him. He's going to be a little back on
17 psychic damage.
17 psychic damage. Very well. Okay, as he falls into the edge of that, and jump down and move below it, and then he is going to unload a shot towards Lorelei. As he's falling, you just see the feet like come out of the darkness, bow come up.
He has disadvantage because I'm dodging.
Correct. 18.
Y'all.
That's not great on the damage though. That is 8 damage.
They entirely reduces it with his reaction.
Can you do that to non-melee? Yeah, that's right. You're the thing. Okay, and then he is going to use his other action to finish reloading.
Drae finishes doing his cha-cha real smooth and stops the ballista hole.
Okay, that brings us to the other thrower back here.
I think I might have 4 reactions.
Guess who? That is a 11 to hit Lorelei.
Misses.
Okay, that is 1 action used. Second one, that is a 15 to hit Lorelei.
Misses. Is this the one in or out of the Fairy Guardians?
Out.
Okay. One that is impossible to move.
Also, I had a question. Would him moving away cause like a thing of attack against him?
Yes, you could take a reaction attack against him.
Can she take 4?
I have 4 of
If she has 4 reactions, she can take 4 reaction attacks.
I'm
Yep.
gonna take 4 reaction attacks with my sword.
Oh, I love it! Oh my god!
And she has advantage because he doesn't see her, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay,
So this is
so-
4 reaction attacks with advantage. Oh
With my
my
sword.
god, this is amazing. Man, when you give people like a card system where it's like, you know, you draw, you'll see what you get, and somebody just has exactly what they need. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, roll it up.
This first one. Def 28.
Oh my god.
28 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's
You
crazy.
sure?
That's crazy. 16 damage.
16?
Most that I could get. Because it's a d10 plus 6.
Anyways.
Okay, again.
We'll see if he gets this shot at all. He missed anyway. Or no, he did hit. So, yeah.
Drae might get his reaction back here.
16. Okay. Brings him
you
to
get, you have
bloody.
advantage.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's only a 14.
That'll miss.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
12.
12 more damage. Okay. Still bloody.
26.
Hits.
9 damage.
9 damage. Brings him to the edge of cripple, but he is still up as he like pauses there and waits as you like deliver 4 blows towards him. 3 of them manage to connect as he hops down.
I can imagine like the one that didn't connect was as he was falling. Like he
Yeah,
was
yeah, okay, totally.
As he
He
was
jumps
jumping.
out of the way for the last one. That is a 23 to hit with disadvantage on Lorelei.
Alright. Drae does not have a reaction.
I'm like, "Jeez, my
That is only 5 damage, however.
Okay. You try your last turn.
And then she has 1 more set of attacks. That's gonna miss because of the disadvantage. And that is also gonna miss because of the disadvantage.
Lorelei's shield is just like. Ding, 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 ding.
But not like you'd expect, like defending from the front. Like these cameras wrap around people and hit from odd angles. So she's like, king, 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 like falling on her back at times, just like desperately like turtling before she
What are these people?
pulls herself to her feet. Barian is up.
Alright, Varian faces once again a paralyzed teacher who he cannot hit.
Yes. Go ahead and make me a medicine check with Barian.
Ooh. Okay. Medicine check. Real good at these. It's an 11.
Okay. Continue.
Oh, you should have rolled that.
Well, it's too late.
It's too late
The
now.
dice have spoken.
So, Barian's turn.
Varian is definitely too upset at not being able to hit an immobile target. And knowing Varian as the, murderer that all wizards are. Aha!
This is a
You
different level.
give me your character, I play into my opposing character.
Different level of
Alrighty.
talking behind someone's back.
Yeah, it is a weird level of...
Alright, he's going to... He only has a joker to attack with, so he's going to make some attacks.
Okay. Go ahead
You
and roll a hit.
roll
Alright.
with advantage.
With advantage. 13.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah.
What is
There's
it?
a 13 and a 12.
Oh, okay. So that's a dirty 20. to
That'll
hit.
hit. So go ahead and roll your crit.
Okay, so you're gonna roll 2d6 because you doesn't have a shadow blade. Yeah, 2d6. 6 plus is 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. I'm on the wrong screen to do anything about that. Okay. As with 23 points of damage, facing him, he would see the eyes fall closed outside of the will of this creature as he has, he's not sure what state he's in.
Shit! Lorelei! What did you do this time? And he's going to drop the whole person.
Very well.
And can he use his movement to try and catch
Yes.
if he falls?
As he, like, kneels down and catches him and lays down the,
And he's gonna pull him out of the Spirit Guardians.
he would need an action. Oh, he has an attack action left, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Then yes, he can do that.
Okay.
as you pull him back. Well, you'd have to pull him to here. That's the only place you can move to. Okay.
And then, he's going to, I guess, turn to face this other monk.
Okay.
And just not move. Actually, he is gonna move with his movement. He's gonna move here.
All right. As you advance towards your comrades, I need to see where this guy is. You are gonna get 2 reaction attacks on you.
Oof. Alright.
8. 7.
Wow, Lorelei can't catch a break, but Varian murders someone. God, wizards. And that's Varian's turn.
As Lorelei is up, as he like dodges twice and then leaps over towards your companions after pulling the now unconscious.
I feel like I should be defending
teacher
Varian
out
at
there.
this point. What is this?
Okay, Lorelei's up.
Alright, so Lorelei luckily has a bonus action. She's gonna cast Healing Word at first level on the teacher. Assuming she can see him.
Okay. You can do so.
Okay. And now she's like being real careful. She's like watching the outside because you got people like sitting down. And she's gonna use her action to continue dodging.
Very well.
And she's not gonna move for obvious reasons.
Okay. Then that brings us to this soldier here, who's going to make his wisdom saving throw. 7.
Alright, 48 coming right up. Would you like to supersize that? It's a 20 psychic damage.
20 psychic damage. Okay, that will bring him to bloodied. As he is going to attempt to grapple Lorelei.
Interesting.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
I see what if dodge has anything about grapples. I don't think it does.
I don't think so either.
And the attack rolls disadvantage and dexter saves are with advantage.
So none of the above. Go ahead and make me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Okay. Always roll a real dice. It's a 19.
Dirty 20.
God! If you beat me by a lot, it's a lot less frustrating. I'll just have you know.
Yep. As you become grappled, and he is going to spend his 2 movements to flash step both of you over to here and let go.
He's gonna drop me off of a cliff? What?
There's just water below you. You guys are over the lake. But you do have about 100 foot fall to deal with. And you're going to take that with you.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work if I enter them on my round. It's on their turn if they enter.
Which is going to play out poorly for him because one of the ones coming up, this one, is now in it before you start falling on your round. That action is used, and he has a reaction remaining. But yeah, that means that this monk thrower does need to make a save. 14 for her.
Fails again. Okay.
This is the one Kea'Na has been beating on.
No. It's 19 points of psychic damage.
As she immediately is going to move over to here and sit down.
As Lorelei's falling, she's like, and you're up too.
Yeah.
You're
As you're like falling back, you're like scrambling, trying to grab the edge of this cliff. Some of your spirits still like howling in anger start ripping through her as
I
she...
think I revived their teacher. Monks. Monks are the worst. Do you know how awful monks are?
No, I don't.
Well, Lorelei's gonna tell you how bad monks are.
Kea'Na
Is this gonna be the start of Lorelei not liking Yaikzal because she's a monk?
Yep.
And
We're
Kea'Na
gonna
is
start
going
not
to
liking clerics
step
because
over,
Lorelei's a cleric.
make an attack here. That is going to hit this monk. 14 damage to him, which will put him to crippled, and then she gets a second attack, which will hit as well. and that is just enough to sit him down as well. As she like slices into one, comes for the next one, and he brings his hand up and like catches the blade, and just like slowly sits himself down and releases it.
Keep in mind you're also 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
Okay.
I have slow fall.
She still has lots of movement left, so
Yes,
she is
go
gonna come
catch
over
it.
here.
So Lorelei isn't falling currently.
Lorelei is falling.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
So-
doing some weird like
Is it-
time thing.
Okay.
Where
No, it's not holding her in the air. Okay, as we're up, I need to recalculate how many cards I draw, because it has changed pretty drastically. So, 4, 8, 16. I can take out the initial. Okay, so 16 cards.
Okay.
You know what? I should make sure I have a full amount of cards to draw. Yaikzal, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna run and jump at Lorelei.
Okay.
And if I need to-
Yaikzal from way up
Why?
there,
We can't shadow
sprinting
step if you're
over
not in
towards the
There's
edge.
no darkness other than area.
Yeah, but yeah. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna run and jump.
Okay, as you leap, make me an athletics check to try to like leap straight for her, because that is a fair distance you have to travel. Well, that's not too far, but
18.
18. Okay, so you jump, and you don't jump like up and off. You like run down the side a little bit so that your feet are over the edge of this like floating mass of rock and like rocket down towards her.
Okay.
Now, she will have been falling. You fall at 500 feet around. So, you're going to be, I would say by this point, she'd be at least 100 feet
that'd be
down.
on the water.
From the bottom. So you'd be like just above the water. As you sailing down towards Lorelei would get to her, just as she's about to hit the water.
And I'd catch her, obviously.
So, you have exited the area of influence from this. You are back to regular action economy.
Okay.
So you have used your movement to jump so far.
Okay. I'm gonna. What is the feather falling? That is.
So you have an ability that allows you to reduce fall damage you take.
Yeah, by
By I think it's your
By
monk
45.
level times something.
it says 45.
Well, if you've got the number, you're good
Yeah.
to go. So you leap after her. So if you want to take the blow from the water in her
Yeah.
place,
Yeah, well.
I will give you the fall damage, and Lorelei will be protected.
And
like,
we would
absorbed.
stop directly on the water because she now is.
That might be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also have to be running on it, because so the idea with monks
Oh.
is you like put
Okay.
key into the water to solidify it to run on it.
I'll
So
take it. I'll take the blunt.
so we've got 120 feet of falling,
Yeah.
which is 12d10 of damage.
That's
Starting bad with double tens.
fine.
20, 29, 30.
You best not hate mugs. You best not hate mugs.
2, 47.
That's at least 5 damage.
That is 59 bludgeoning damage, reduced by your
45.
ability as you hit the ground and you use your key to encase your back, holding onto Lorelei's into the water, and the warm water like wraps around you.
If I didn't have slow fall, I would have been at 6 HP.
As the
That
two
would
of you
be
hit
in
the
rough
water
spot.
hard.
Oh.
Well, I took all the damage.
Yup.
Okay, so
Considering Lorelei is already like
Yeah.
not looking great.
so
I'm going to remove. Well, I won't remove you two yet. There's a chance you guys come back to this.
that was all I could do.
Is it dark in the water?
No.
It's a very
As
bright day.
I'm pretty sure. How much damage did you take total?
56.
No, after her reduction. She took 59 minus whatever.
59 minus 45 is 14.
14. So roll a con save to see if darkness is still up. Not that it's going to help. I just want to know if I can delete it or not.
You could just get deleted.
Drae, you're up.
She
Okay.
wouldn't try to keep it up.
Okay.
So.
Well,
As
Drae had a plan
Spawn
for
of
this
Darkness
round,
there,
but
Vanishes.
watching his two companions, one fall, one diving directly after.
so this monk sitting down is the guy. Yeah, he's
Yep.
in that spot. Straight. He's gonna use his Joker to move.
Wow, you must have good cards. Or exactly what you don't need.
Yup. And he's gonna grab this monk by the throat and lift him up into the air.
Eyes
And hold-
snap open in surprise as he is completely defenseless, like meditating, and he looks at you and you see confusion just swimming across his face.
What did you do?
I dropped her.
He's gonna let go.
Are you dropping it? Whoa! The other monk's eyes are going to flash open. The teacher monk, as he is going to stand up, as are each of the other sitting monks in meditation.
This is such an issue.
Yep.
As he begins to fall as well. That is high enough. Nah, that's too far to reduce the damage. So, 7. That's 19. It's 26.
He's also a monk, though.
So it's whatever.
15
his so
is 30, 41. Oh, I should be 41. Plus 3 is 44. Plus 14 is 48. Plus 7 is 55 damage. He had 11 left of his regular, which means he had another 20 after that. So it's not enough to outroad kill him. As a little ways off from where you two are floating, you would see one of the monks sailing down as he smacks into the water and sinks underneath.
Lorelei, if she has an action, would healing word him.
It is not her turn.
Alright.
As, okay, so that was Drae going there.
Yep.
Anything else from Drae?
He's gonna take the dodge action with his last action.
Okay.
Because he's not sure what these people are doing all standing up and stuff, so he's just gonna be ready.
Okay, that brings us to the soldier here.
Like
I had so many action cards.
Who is going to use his movement to come around Drae here.
I don't think Lorelei need a reaction.
So that's his movement. He's going to make a bonus action attack for a 16. Oh, I suppose he has disadvantage now. So 16.
Yep.
Misses.
Yep.
Hey, attack. Miss. Miss. 17.
Misses.
Miss. On all 4 of them. The Artillerist is up. Who has a reloaded crossbow, is going to fire at you. That is a 23 to hit. 23 hit?
Yes.
I had to run like that. It was painful.
Off the table again. Okay, he finally rolled high too. That is 17 damage.
Okay, 3 takes 8.
He is going to use, he'll get 1 more shot on his next action there, because he had to reload with the second. Yeah, so he'll get 2 more shots at you, for a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
He
With
keeps,
disadvantage?
by the way, he keeps missing nat 20s on both of those.
I'll take it.
Lost a nat 20 on both of those. Rolled really low on damage. That is 6 damage on that one. And then is going to take 1 more attack at you. Nat 20 again on the first roll.
God.
For a 21 to hit.
That exactly hits.
That was literally 3 nat 20s turned into 17, 16, and 15
That's
in order.
insane.
That was wild. That is 12 damage with that shot as he 3 bolts come flying towards you. That brings us to the thrower. And she's going for you as well.
Disadvantage.
That's gonna miss. And that is what she had for attacks. As Barian is up.
Alright. So, who is currently taking aggressive action?
All of them have stood up and taken a fighting stance.
Even the down ones?
Yep. They don't go to 0. They give up at a spot where they're still healthy enough to back out.
But then drop their buddy. But they also dropped our buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Marion is going to. Everything has changed so quickly.
As the intensity from your pleasant spar has gone up a definite notch. I do need to know how much Lorelei healed this guy for now.
Okay, so she did get that up.
No, the instructor, when she healed him. I just considered him brought back after she cast the spell on him and didn't update his health.
You rolled a 1, so that is 6 hit points.
Okay. Barian.
Yeah. Okay. Asbarian is going to cast Fireball on these 4 people.
That's 3 people.
4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I thought one of them was one of you guys. Okay. Fireball on the 4 of them. So Dex saves. We have a 13,
And
a 24,
succeeds.
a dirty 20,
Succeeds.
and a 24.
Succeeds. So that is 30 damage. So all but one of them take 15.
Okay. As 30 damage to that one. Who would be injured?
Okay. And they're all still up?
All still up.
Alright.
As this conflagration explodes between them.
How are they looking?
There is one that's crippled, one that is bloodied, another one that is crippled, and one that is injured now that they're using their full health pool.
Okay.
Also, I just looked at Slowfall. I didn't have a reaction, so I took all of it.
No, you were outside of the
I
area,
was-
so you would have had a reaction. Yeah.
Oh my god. That was a lot. I was re-looking, I'm like, I wonder if that was something I needed. And it was like a reaction. I'm like,
Yeah.
No, you
And
fell
that's,
out of the area, so you were back to regular action economy.
That's Barian's
good.
turn.
Very well. That brings us to Lorelei.
Okay.
in the water there.
Lorelei see.
Make me a perception check.
It's advantage because of her shield. It's 25.
Yes, she would be able to see him. The water's fairly clear, so it wasn't a difficult check.
Okay.
As she sees unconscious under the water.
First level healing word for 6 health points because she apparently does not like monks enough to roll more than a 1 on her d4.
Okay, as she sees the eyes flash open underneath the water as he's looking around, confusion just spread across the face.
Did you fall? What the fuck?
Splutters his way to the surface. We'll wait till his turn to do more. Anything else from Lorelei?
I guess he's gonna, like, start moving towards the closest shore.
Okay, you start swimming for the docks then.
Yeah, with action as well. So.
Kea'Na is up. She is going to turn towards this one that has been attacking Drae. And go ahead and... Oh, actually, I just realized she has no attacks. 2 movements, 2 reactions.
Uh-oh.
Great. Kea'Na is going to do nothing.
But if they move away from her.
Yeah, they gotta watch out.
As, right. I have to update the initiative again now. Gonna roll him back in. So I've got him, the artillerist, the thrower there. I need to add him back in as well. And the other thrower as well. Okay, so I need 4, 8, 16, 24 cards. As Yaikzal, you are up. You're in the water with Lorelei, the other one having just surfaced, the monk looking confused and in pain.
Is there any shadow of, like, rock? Like, because if they're floating or they're like this.
It would be morning, so no.
Well, on the underside of the...
No.
Right, but that's 100 feet up from you, which is well out of your range.
120 feet, I believe.
Okay.
I think it's 60, isn't it?
416. Shadow step. Yeah, 60 feet. You're right.
Pain and suffering. Just gonna swim to shore.
Okay. You, along with Lorelei, start swimming for the docks. Drae, you're up.
Alright. Drae sort of looks at them like this. It's like, fair is fair.
Are you taking a round in combat, or are you saying this?
Well, guess he moves.
If you have an action, you can hold an action if you want to do that, instead of completely giving up an action to see how they respond.
I don't have any action.
Okay.
So yeah, he's just gonna walk right up to the dude and be like, "What's the problem here?"
It's a 8 to hit you from the guy behind you with his reaction.
Just ignoring him.
He will look at you. You have attacked one of the monks who had withdrawn. This is a violation of our sparring.
You dropped my friend off the edge.
This is fair game,
I've been avoiding it this whole time.
and that made it alright to attack a defenseless, meditating monk.
He hurt my friend.
You are in violation.
This isn't gonna end well for you.
Are you threatening him?
Yeah.
Okay, make me a, you know the one. Intimidation check. My brain was like, con. I was like, no
Natural
brain.
one.
As he stares levelly at you. You may choose to continue to fight if you wish, though this is no longer a spar, or you may submit yourself to punishment.
No.
Very well. As he takes his stance.
Raise my shield.
Okay. That brings us to this soldier here, who is going to... Jeez, really? He's gonna bonus action move. And then he is going to start with his first of 3 attacks against you with advantage. 21.
That just hits.
8 damage.
Okay. 6 damage.
Natural 20.
Good lord.
This is the first time they've got a natural 20 not on the d4. That is 14 damage. Wait. 13 damage.
Okay, that's 5 damage. Got a lot of reactions.
Oh, I see. I was like, how did you reduce it twice? That is an 18 to hit you.
Misses.
That is a 22 to hit you
Hits.
for 5 damage.
No damage.
Oh, wow, you do have a lot of reactions. That is another 18 to hit you.
Right.
And that is a 25 to hit you
That hits.
for 8 damage.
Oof. Had to get rid of our healer.
As that brings us to this monk, who is going to use his movement to step up to here. And he's going to use his bonus action to attack you. That is a 19 to hit. And then he has 2 reactions. That brings us to our Artillerist, who is going to take a shot at you as well. That's going to miss. A reload. So we're halfway through reloading. 2 reactions, and their movement's not going to do them much. Which brings us to this thrower. Who's going to take a bonus action attack on you. 10. And a natural 1.
Okay.
Which brings us to Barian. This would be an interesting time to have Dan, because this is an interesting character dilemma for him that he is not here for.
Okay.
Call him from Vegas.
As a whole, how are the enemy forces looking?
Lots of bloodied and crippled going around.
Yup, alright. Oh, it doesn't have a movement. I guess he does, technically. But is it worth it? Yeah. I think it is.
Okay. What are you doing?
Use this Joker to move down 5 feet,
Okay.
and then he doesn't go out of range of anyone.
Yes, he does. The one right beside him.
He's still in range.
Oh, did you move him down already?
Yeah.
Oh, I looked at the table and I thought you were still going to move him down, and I was like,
He's gonna cast a Fireball at 4th level. Hit all 5, or how many? Yeah, all 5 of them.
very well. Okay, start with one right in front of you. 11, 23, 24, 9, and 25.
So one of them succeeds?
2 fail.
Oh,
The rest succeed.
So the ones who fail take 36, the ones who succeed take 18 fire damage.
Okay, that will drop that one.
Should be gone.
And that one. 18 damage to that one.
Varian like walks up to the teacher and just sort of flicks backwards a fireball into all of his students.
And 18 will also put that one to unconscious. Oh, no, because I forgot to give them their health, so they will not be unconscious. Anything else from Barian as he flicks that fireball? The teacher is focused on Drae.
That is his round.
Okay. Lorelei continues to swim as the instructor is up. As he's going to take a bonus attack on Drae. But he is going to reach into his cloak and pull out two circular objects, handles on one side, as he just has circular blades on them, as he starts to a fury of slices towards you. So we've got his bonus action with advantage. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Misses.
Then we have the first of three actions. That's gonna hit. That is 10 damage. That is the same roll for 9 damage.
Great. That's action one.
Second action. Dirty 20 will miss.
Oh yeah, he didn't fall down, so he has advantage on all these.
Dirty 20 will also miss. Third action. 16 will miss. 11 will miss.
Drae is crippled.
As that brings us to our last thrower here, who has 2 actions as well. Okay, that is a 16 and an 11, which will miss. And a 14 and a 21 to hit.
Yeah, the 21 hits.
Okay. That is 5 damage.
Not even close.
As Kea'Na is up, she is going to attack this one here. That's going to hit. And the second one will miss. Oh, but that's good damage. That is his remaining health. That will put him unconscious.
Okay.
She does not have anything else useful to add. As
Kea'Na to save the day.
Yaikzal is swimming back. Barian, you are up. I am going
You
to
can run back on the water.
I'm not anywhere close to you guys.
Or
I know, but you would be on dry land by now, probably.
Yeah. Did the other monk follow us to dry land?
he is swimming. Yep.
Would he be there when we got there?
You're still on your way. You would not be there yet.
Okay, because I want to check. I want to fight him.
You have no idea what's going on up there.
No. The guy that's swimming.
Yes.
I want to shoot at him when I get to land
Oh,
with my bow.
okay.
Because he threw Lorelei off a cliff.
Okay, very well.
Fair, that's fair. Drae had a similar reaction.
Okay, you have a while before you get there.
Yeah.
You guys are quite a ways into the water. Drae, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna use a bonus action to try and push the monk teacher 5 feet backwards. He has to make a strength saving throw.
10.
He gets pushed backwards 5 feet.
Off the cliff.
As he manages to grab the ledge there.
I'm gonna use another bonus action to push him 5 feet. He has to make a strength saving throw. Maybe with disadvantage because he's totally gone to the end.
See how it goes. 15. With disadvantage.
It's now a 16.
As he begins to fall.
As Drae just like looks him dead in the eyes, walks up to the edge. with
Pushing him off twice.
Long live the king!
As
pushes him straight down.
you
with
see him
force.
start to fall, and he brings his hands together as he's falling, closes his eyes, and you watch as there's like a flash of blue behind the eyelids, and you see something come from either temple together and dart into the fog. Coming up, like towards you, arcing under the islands and through the like gates of fog that surround the other areas, as he just falls in a stance of prayer or meditation with his eyes closed after sending whatever he just sent off.
Probably not a problem.
Anything else from Drae?
Mind Pokemon. Make an intelligence saving throw.
10.
He takes.
It's new, yes. So.
He takes 6 psychic damage. And just floating downwards.
You see, as he's falling, the hands like this. The hands fall away as he starts to slump back, wind pressure arching his arms and his neck around as he's just plummeting now towards the water unconscious. He will certainly die. Anything else from Drae?
That's his round.
Brings us to the thrower. Who will drop her commas and bring up her hands. Barion's up.
Suspicion.
The other monk thrower look like she's headed in a similar direction.
Probably.
Varian is going to cast Fly at level 4 on himself and on Kea'Na. He's going to say, grab Drae, and...
I think you have to be within touch for fly.
use,
As long as you have a movement, you can
can
move
use
over
an
here.
action to dash.
Okay. Okay. As he casts fly on Kea'Na.
Yep, and then, yep. And then we'll use the rest of his 50 feet of movement with his dash action. Or, I guess, 60 of flying now.
Yeah.
How does that work?
He will have whatever was left of his movement.
Okay, so he'll have 45 feet down towards the shore.
Okay, as he sails down towards the shore, and will fairly quickly fall out of the area of effect of this. So his action movement would be gone, so that would be the end of his movement. As Lorelei is up, Baryon sailing off into the distance. Lorelei. Still swimming, that's right, she's not up there. What am I doing? Instructor is dead. This thrower is seeing him fly away? She's going for him. I need to get rid of her stuff.
These would be gone, right?
Maybe, yeah, he's out of.
She has one attack. That's a miss and a miss.
Imagine Varian get hit out of the air.
She is going to flash over beside you. As Kea'Na is going to grab you. Are you resisting?
Nope.
She's going to fly off. This thrower is going to take an attack at you with her reaction. It's a natural 2. That'll miss for sure. As Kea'Na is going to grab you and start sailing away. So Kea'Na's at the end. So yeah, she's going to dash, and then she won't get a chance to use her last dash because she'll be out of the area. As you sail off, sometime before they reach, you would reach land, and if you want to turn and fire at this one swimming, you may.
I'm gonna use my bow that I never use ever.
As it's him swimming alongside Lorelei at this part, coming back, you get back first, being able to run across the water, turn with your bow, and draw towards him.
First I'm gonna Lorelei. I'm gonna hit him. Yeah, because she also has 320 feet on this bow towards. So
You have you have the range.
Okay.
You're not at disadvantage.
Good. No, it didn't. 15.
That will just miss.
Same one.
As two arrows into the water, quickly losing their momentum as they float along. And he looks up, and dives down after taking a big and goes under the water. Are you gonna keep taking pot shots at him every time he surfaces for breath?
Yep.
You will get 2 more. Go ahead and roll 2 more.
Can Lorelei see him?
Yes. Yeah.
He's
Every once in a while when he comes up.
He'd make 2 dex saving throws.
1, because she'll run out of range a lot faster than she will.
1
of these will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
So a dex save.
Yep.
11.
That's not good.
They were both 19.
To be honest.
The first one and the second one with disadvantage.
Yeah.
You rolled
Did you
3
want-
19s.
Do you want? One was a 19. Dude, was one with disadvantage?
The
or-
second one was with
Yeah,
disadvantage.
that one I got a 10 plus 9. So the other was
Okay.
a 19 plus 9.
Those will both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That one is a d6. 8. 16 damage in total.
Okay. That is enough to knock him unconscious as just blood comes up as sinks below the waves after a and starts to float underneath them. And he will quickly sink down and die.
Good.
Your flying companions rejoin you guys on the docks as there's a couple people gathered who saw the falling 3 people after another who were gathered pulling Lorelei out of the water, sees you killing one of them, and one of the dockers are did you get it?
Yeah.
Was that one of those damn invaders?
Yeah.
Good on you. Claps you on the back. Are you alright? That was mighty high you fell from.
I'm a monk, it's fine.
Right? Whatever you say then.
No, don't do that!
Sorry, what?
That's how you start a bad...
I'm sorry, I just figured if you're a religious sort I should...
No.
Okay, listen, alright. I don't know anything about monks, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I just don't take as much fall damage. When I fall, I don't take as much damage.
Sure!
That's what.
Sure, I guess. That makes sense. No, it doesn't. I'm glad you're alright. I'm glad you got the damn thing, too.
Yeah.
Are you alright? As he's pulling Lorelei out of the water onto the dock.
I'll survive.
Yeah, hauls her up. You look like shit. Sorry, I don't mean that in a...
On your
You
way
look-
then.
I'm actually working on the...
As her eye tattoo sort of...
Sorry, yeah, as he walks over to the ship he was unloading before he saw that, climbs on, they're no, you're supposed to be angry. Just take the rope and fucking do it. Climbs on, somebody else comes down with rope and starts mooring the boat.
Yaikzal would quickly start looking over Lorelei. You fell so far. If I were a minute later.
Well, sorry for
No, it's not your fault. It's stirs your points to the water. You're okay though?
I'll survive.
Good God, stupid. Knew I didn't want to go up there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I would do it. I would always do that.
She
Saving a friend.
avoids eye contact. For the first time.
I'm barbarian!
Yeah.
Drae, sorry. She shakes you a bit, puts you down.
For the first time since you met her, Lorelei avoids eye contact.
She's like, I need a drink.
Yeah.
We're never going there again. Fuck the royals.
I think they all need to die.
Mm-hmm. But we need more people. We'll bring a griffin. We'll bring an army of griffins.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you guys would see, coming down and out of the mist, there is a figure floating through the air, standing just carefree in the sky. As they get closer, you would start to notice that they are, in fact, standing on something, a giant spectral hand that they can fit in the palm of. I'm just going to bring you guys over to the docks so we have some reference for this, because I do have a token for them.
I like
This is Yaikzal's old token.
Yeah.
That will do for now.
Over.
As
Please excuse the upset puppy.
Been upset all night, honestly.
where is my token for this one? You know what? You know where I can find the token for sure.
Your mother's butt.
Wow. You really got. Okay, that's actually.
You really got him.
Yeah.
Did I miss it? I think I did.
I think Lorelei would have been dead or unconscious.
Unconscious for sure. Probably dead because
Yeah, because it's water.
Barian had a plan. Because Barian is a wizard. But
I think he would have hit before it was Barian's turn.
if it would, yeah.
It's fine, we figured it out.
As this is who you would see floating down, a purple woman in blue robes floating on a spectral hand, much larger than she is. As she comes down, looks about a little bit, and with no fanfare, no announcement, will come hanging maybe like 60 feet in the air and like 70, 80 feet away from you guys. Look at one of the ships with a couple of people working on it, and she will bring her hand up, and this like yellow energy crackles in it, and she will just like gently...
Counterspell.
She is too far away for Counterspell. Counterspell has a range of 60 feet.
How far away is she?
70 or 80 from you guys.
Okay.
As this crackling ball of energy hits the front of the boat, along with the people on it. And there's about 10 workers on it who die, survive, die, as the front portion of the boat, along with 9 people, look over at each other. This hits, and you see it expand as the front portion vanishes, and 9 of them turn to ash along with it, and one is left just falling off the edge where he was stumbling back and managed to get out of the way in time as he splooshes into the water behind him, and the front of this boat starts to take on water. The figure looks over, turns, and the hand starts to carry her back up.
Rainy's gonna cast Dispel Magic on the hand, because it has a 120-foot range.
Okay, I do need him to roll for this.
More as a spite move than anything else, but, what is it?
Yeah, I would have shot at her with a bow too.
So he
Ability check.
needs to roll plus his intelligence.
Okay, with proficiency?
No.
Okay. Aw, that's an 8.
8 is not enough to dispel the hand as it carries her away.
Yeah.
As you guys are left standing, people starting to like clamor and panic, guards running over to look. People jump in and start trying to like pull up bodies, and you just see hands coming up with like what remains of the ash of them coming out.
Well, that's not good.
I think that was, we lost that trial.
They deserved it.
Yeah.
Drae is walking away.
Next time we come with an army.
You guys start walking away. You would hear the clamoring of people over there as there's like a panicked people trying to like rescue the boat if they can. That's now sinking into the water. There's nothing to be done for the people.
Yeah.
The one guy is pulled back up and he is like shaking, covered in sweats.
Lorelei's gonna go up to him, I don't know. Is he hurt?
He's not hurt.
Okay.
Badly shaken and probably in shock, but he managed to like fall out of the effect.
Okay.
Also, Lorelei's very perceptive, so do make me a perception check.
It's a 28.
Okay. You would notice as the figure is leaving, they had some bangles on their arm, and she would watch as they're going. Some of them turn to ash and fall away, as it seems something was consumed in the casting of this in order to do it.
All right. That's good to know. Yeah, I guess she'll like cast like command and say like, calm, and like try and calm him down.
Okay. He looks at her. All right. Succeeds, and very much in shock. Like, just very barely together at the moment, as he's just, like, white and sweating.
Right, and then, she's gonna, because there's no one really to help, she's gonna follow Drae.
Okay.
Down towards the bar.
You guys make your way. Where is Drae going? Hammer and Grog?
Yep.
Okay.
Yaikzal's not.
Where are you going?
Where do you think she's going?
Where would you
Her
think?
boyfriend.
Where are you going to try to find Big Red?
No, she's going to where the bar would have been.
Oh, the old nameless bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You didn't find out that it got raided.
I didn't find out.
Okay, you show up. And as you're getting there, roll me a perception check.
I wouldn't say boyfriend.
Well, obviously, but like, it was very important in that conversation.
I don't know.
You just don't want her to know. Natural 20.
Okay. You would immediately notice things are not all as they should be. There are more than the normal amount of patrolling guards going about, and one stationed like across the road who seems to be kind of like trying to furtively watch the entrance for people going in and out.
Yaikzal would approach that one guard. Why are you watching the bar so closely? Why are you watching?
It's half-cloak business.
Half-cloak business? I'm curious. Why? Because if you want, I can go grab my sigil from the king and come back with it. If you don't tell me.
Sure, go grab your signet from the king
As
and
she-
come back.
She would go and go to Drae.
You walk off.
She's like, either I need you or the signal.
For what?
Whatever. My own means.
Look, we can't afford to get into a thing
She
right
grabs
now.
it and leaves.
I will resist this.
Okay, go ahead and make a dexterity check against his AC.
I mean, is this a sleight of hand kind of thing?
It's the same thing unless she's proficient in sleight of hand.
Yeah, but I'm very, very good at sleight of
Let me
hand.
That's
Is the
not.
difference.
Yeah, you're not the problem here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna do sleight of hand.
All right. Thank you. You got her more of a bonus. Good
God
job.
damn it! That was contested.
Dirty 20.
What's your AC?
21.
With shield?
No, yeah,
So that is
19.
enough to grab it as she grabs it off of your cloak.
And then she's gonna shadow step as far as she can.
Guys,
Who just vanishes.
And go back to the guard with it.
Okay. As you make your way further down Bar Street, you get back and he looks over, sees you. Looks over. There she is. Yeah, you can come arrest her.
As she pulls up
Guard comes walking over.
I know. I have the sigil of the king.
Starts putting the like cuffs away. The one who you had talked to, like, I'll
No.
be damned.
Now what is going on?
Come here and shut up. Listen. There was a big bust here. There was a gang who had been operating from here a long time. Proudfoots, they're called. Raided the place, arrested a whole bunch of them. They're in the stock. Well, the new stock. And we're watching to see if we can catch any more.
Where's the stock?
Well, we used to have a prison, but that got taken over by outsiders, so I'm keeping them outside the city. Temporary stuff. Took over a farm.
Farm? Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's gonna shadow step away and go
What the-
towards the direction.
You just hear, ah!
And she is going to go find her way to wherever
Okay.
the farm is.
Make me a survival check to try and find this. Like the direction is not too hard. Like you got not directions, but like a farm along the road is pretty easy. to find.
Not a dirty 20 again.
Okay, as you are like marching out, and you see guards coming and going, and you quickly spot the farm as a couple are like milling out. You can see the defenses have been beefed up of it as well. And it's one of the like older stone buildings that was built here, which is why they took that one over.
She's just gonna try to walk up, and anytime anyone
Halt there!
she's gonna show the sigil.
Right. As you walk past the guard, and up into what they've converted basically the boot room into like a desk area. Like there's a guard there waiting to take intakes as they come, who's standing. Can I help? Sorry, what are you...
I'm here to get a prisoner.
For what?
None of your business. King's business.
Make me a deception check.
I'm also proficient in that. That is a 21.
All right. Fuck. Who are you looking for?
Big red lava ogre.
Yeah, he's hard to miss. We've got him. Come with me. Somebody take the desk. Looks over at the like single chair they've got set there. As he leads you out to the barn, and as he leads you in, you would find one of the stables where they would have kept horses. Chained to the wall is Big Red, who has like wrapped arm, wrapped neck, chest and waist, legs strapped down as well. As he...
Big red.
More foot. What?
Free him.
You sure?
Free
He
him.
struggles. He's not afraid to struggle.
She's like, Big red, I got this. Don't struggle.
Alright. Okay, not enough for him to get suspicious as he pulls out some keys and starts, like, unwrapping chains around his Big Red.
She's gonna...
Looks down at you.
She's gonna be like, grab my hand.
Hand comes out. You can grab, like, a few fingers
Yeah.
if you want.
And then she's gonna be like, thanks, and leave.
Starts, like, wrapping up chains as you walk out with him.
Yeah, and anytime you just show it, and she's like, how do we disguise you? You were arrested? They would be out of the entire prison.
Yeah.
Well, do you think this sigil will keep you fine in the city, or? You don't know. See if she has anything for finding them. Oh, she's gonna cast invisibility on him.
Okay. As he...
You can do that on someone else with yours.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Can I?
Shadow touch. Yeah, it's just a spell
Okay.
you have.
As you reach over and you hear, "Argh!" as he vanishes, and it's just like a little panic for a second.
Don't. Shh.
Right. Sorry.
As they're gonna go back into the city, and she's gonna like keep an area around her that's his size, but she's like, I like this distance.
That's gonna be very difficult, and we're gonna take a break there. It's 8:07, folks. We will be right back in 10-15 minutes, give or take. We will see you all then.
Oh.
Hello, welcome
Hola.
back. I am in coat now, as you may have noticed.
I'm
Because
sans
basement,
coat
it's
now,
called- yeah.
as you may have noticed.
This will switch as the night goes on, I'm
Yeah.
sure. But, so, we ended off with the party having had a rather tense ending to their battle with some of the outsiders
I
on the
disagree.
floating island. Angered Drae pushing the teacher of them off of the island as all of you escaped after that. You met up on the docks where a retaliation was given by some other figure who seems to have come from the islands themselves. You guys went off in your various directions, a few of you to your favorite dive bar, and another to find her flame, Big Red.
Yeah.
That's a perfect word for a lava ogre. You found him in the new jail that they had to create, and you managed to free him using your token from the king, which seems to wield a fair bit of influence among the guards. And we had returned with you bringing him back towards the city, having turned him invisible, and preparing to try to find some way to get his large form into the city without him bumping into any people. Before you get too far, one of the things you'd ask, boss send you?
No. Why?
Usually he does something about things like this.
I saw that the bar was being watched, and you're normally at the bar, so I assume that you were captured, and I don't want you to be captured, so I came to save you.
Told us to watch the bar. Then the half-cloaks came, arrested all of us.
Told you to stay there. Weird. Okay.
I gotta find some things out from...
Yeah. Thought he was a better leader than that to let people get arrested. Okay. Maybe it was a total coincidence. It's Drae. I
People
like
get
Drae.
arrested all the time. Part of the business. Usually, though, lawyers get hired.
It's Drae. Drae wouldn't let people just be arrested. He doesn't like power. Lorelei's his best friend. They don't like people. Why they don't like people? They don't like people with power. So why would? Maybe it was just a coincidence. I don't know.
Nah, we'll find out.
Yeah. I have a perfect place for you to stay. How are we supposed to get him into the city?
How are you getting him into the city?
Move aside, peasants.
Let me see.
I don't think Yaikzal has ever been smoother.
She's never been smoother because she didn't talk and all she had was a token. She's very abrasive. Spells. Can I? So when we get there, how many guards are watching the gate?
Lots.
Lots. I could have cast an illusion, and they would have been like, crazy, but no, they would have shot it. Oh my gosh. What's Pass Without a Trace? No.
Yeah, the city is rather nervous of an attack from the outside while they're dealing with unrest on the inside, so
Okay,
gate is better than well watched.
Yeah. So, Pass Without a Trace would give him a 10 bonus to his stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Town is just like space. He's very large and has to get through a gate. That has a
Oh,
bunch
he
of
could. The
guards.
gate is definitely big enough for him.
Oh, really?
It's the amount of people
Yeah,
that he could
he's-
bump into that are the problem.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
And he can't be tracked by magical means. So if there's a
Wow.
magical thing there, he can't be seen.
Can't be tracked.
And he
Like,
has
you
no
don't
Different
trace.
from being
Yeah,
seen.
you don't leave
Yeah.
footprints or magical footprints.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cast when we get to there.
Yeah.
Right before I cast Pass Without a Trace, I was gonna be like, leave.
No.
You gotta.
Pass Without a Trace is also concentration, which means invisibility would drop.
That one.
He's right. Invisibility would fade if you pass without a trace.
Well,
So either he has advantage and can't be seen, or has a +10 but is very much visible.
Yeah. So he does not get the pass without a trace.
So invisibility.
As you leave him to weave his way through,
I want to stay in his sight though.
you can't see him.
I know, but like, have an idea of.
You try your best.
Yeah.
But you have no idea where he is. You would lose him completely once you're separated from him. And he's doing his best. I got an 18, but the guards got better as he's going through, and eventually you'd look over, someone gets pushed over, a couple boxes like strung out. I was like, what was that? What? Something just... as the guards would immediately react to somebody getting hit by nothing, and you can hear a couple of like ballistae getting moved from up top. As one of the clerics with them is going to cast Fairy Fire on him.
Pain.
As you would see a flash of these like green motes of light, just like dust, suddenly flash, and a bunch of them are left stuck to this large figure who is still invisible, now outlined with like glowing motes of green.
Okay.
Roll me initiative, please.
Yeah.
Okay, Big Red gets a 16.
That was.
The guards
An
got quite
8.
low.
Well, things have just been escalating today.
Yep.
That's
As
just
you
what
would
we're
see
doing.
the figure just go running, still outlined as he is. What did you get on initiative?
I got an 8.
You're next.
Oh.
The guards got an 8 and a 1, and I'm pretty sure... What's your bonus to initiative?
5.
Yeah, you're first.
Well, she rolled a 3 +5.
That's okay, it's the bonus that
Oh, yeah,
matters when
you're
you're
right.
tied.
Never mind.
She is going to quickly cast an illusion of a big creature. No, they already got him. She's gonna drop invisibility.
Okay, so there's
And-
now a glowing green red ogre sprinting. Quite a few people would recognize him. That is not going to deter the guards, however.
she is going to... He's with me! She's gonna throw him. She's gonna keep it close to herself, but have this thing here.
Okay, you hold up the... I'm gonna make perception checks for the guards. That's not great, and that is great. So, the ones down on the ground turn over and look, and they're like, what are you doing?
I didn't want to cause
as the
a panic.
ballistay is gonna go. As there's a... and you watch it pierce right through a building. And he's just running. It comes behind him, misses wide as it shoots through a building's wall. You hear panicked shouts on the other side of this. As that's gonna be enough for him to get away, like, into Bar Street, as he just, like, barrels down. They're not chasing as they're turning to you, like,
I didn't want to cause a panic between the citizens.
If you're trying to do something covert, talk to us!
Oh, I did.
Damn it! Somebody go make sure nobody's hurt! Reload the ballistay!
Sorry.
Get out of here!
as one of the captains is just furious, like, shouting, as he's, like, calming people down.
Quit your belly aching! Anybody want to keep what? Shut up! Somebody arrest him!
As he just starts, like, quieting down the screen.
She's gonna fall.
Does Lorelei, like Drae wouldn't, does Lorelei notice the commotion?
No, this is a ways away from you guys.
It's just
Go ahead and make me a survival check to try to track down Big Red. He's not a hard guy to
very large
find.
and glowing.
But
that was a natural 19.
okay, you like run after her and you see the like lump of red crouched behind some boxes in an alley, like not well hidden at all, just like outline and then like boxes in front of him. He's like,
She's gonna stop right in front of the boxes. She's like, you're not very well hidden.
I'm big.
Yeah. Okay, so it's fine. They're not chasing us down. They know you're with me.
as he gets up.
So stay close because I'm the only reason we're going anywhere here.
Is he still green?
No, they would have dropped the concentration when she said they were with her.
And we're gonna go to the knot. And she's gonna.
Oh, you're not
lead
going
him.
to the Hammer and Grog.
Why would she go to another public place with big red lava ogre? She's gonna be like, we're going to the knot. I
Yaikzal,
need.
you would know the knot is not
Isn't?
welcoming of people not in your group.
Oh, yeah,
the knot
it's not-
belongs to the Hooded Jacks, the thief organization, and it is an ad hoc basis that permission gets given and Bread does not. You can still take him there, but you risk Barrack's wrath.
What's Barion's tower? How big is it?
3 stories tall?
Big enough for him to get in, yeah.
Okay, so would she have known you guys went to the Hammer and Grog?
Yeah.
Yep. You
Okay.
went to get the
Yeah.
pin from him, so
Yeah.
you went to
That's
the Hammer
true.
and Grog to get
Okay,
it.
she's gonna... We're gonna walk to the Hammer and Grog.
Okay.
Quickly.
You lead him down the back alleys of Bar Street, trying to stay out of attention as best you can with a 13-foot tall, almost glowing red lava ogre next to you. It's not very
If any,
low on the attention scale, but you eventually arrive at the Hammer and Grog.
she's gonna lead him in as if he can
He
get in.
ducks through the doorway and comes in.
she's
Eyes go over, sees him, and just starts walking over.
Big Red! Stop! Stop! I got this!
Ugh.
Get behind me!
Goes and stands behind you. Puffs out his
What is he
shoulders.
doing here?
Head hits the ceiling.
I didn't know you let your own people get arrested.
It's a risk of the job. It happens.
It's a risk of the job. Is that what the Queen was telling you?
What about the Queen telling me anything?
A raid! A raid happened at your bar.
It's-
Your bar!
You weren't there for that
I know, but
conversation.
he would have told it was a raid. She would have been heard from
So,
the guard.
yeah, Big Red said that there was,
Yeah.
told you about the raid. But
Nothing
you
about the
didn't
Queen,
hear the
though.
Queen
Yeah.
telling him about
But
that.
she, the Queen had talked to him, and she was like,
Yes,
"What did
privately,
she ask?"
yeah.
And you didn't tell her anything. She's like, "So the Queen came by, told you something. I really hope it wasn't anything to
Why
do
would
with
the
the
Queen
raid."
tell me anything
I s-
about a raid?
You're
How is
sure?
that in her interest?
Because I'm trusting you a lot. I don't think you would let people get arrested.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
Deception check, insight check.
What is my...
Ooh, party drama.
Natural 19 plus 3, so that is a 22.
17 plus 4 for 21.
You're not positive. He is not telling you everything, but with his role, You're not like certain he's lying to you, but he's definitely holding something back from you.
You're lucky I like you. And
As Big Red kind of groans behind her, like towering behind her.
as she puts
Hold on.
we are not letting him go back to being chained up against a wall.
No, of course not.
We need the Knot will not accept him.
No. Don't you
Varian!
live somewhere? Let's go there. No one knows where you live.
Where do you live?
Okay, don't ask him where he lives. That would ruin the whole thing.
Well, I want to know so I could do checks on him.
Alright, well, she knows I have to know where you live.
No. I work for you. Doesn't mean I have to tell you everything about my personal life.
Okay.
Lorelei's gonna...
Read his mind. He lives in the clones. Yeah, he's definitely thinking about his address, and how no lawyers showed up, he's not trusting you the most at the moment. In fact, distrusting you fairly heavily, as he has a home in the clones.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your home safe, Big Red? Like, do guards go there and patrol often?
Much as any other street.
Yeah. Maybe Varian's tower? Everyone likes Varian. Varian?
I don't.
Well, you don't have
I'm right
to.
here.
You don't
not
have
very
to.
nice.
The guards like Varian, and if someone like that's in Varian's tower, obviously it's the king's business.
It would work.
Yeah. Okay, Varian. Can we use your tower?
I think we have a room.
Okay. Good. First, you want a drink?
We should talk.
As his eyes sweeps over the bar, as Pyrrha's standing there, like, looking at him, looking at you guys. Right. Nice. Friend you got there.
Thanks. Sorry I haven't been here in a while. I normally went to the place
Hi,
he
by
worked.
the way.
Hi. Normally went to the place he worked, and he doesn't work there anymore.
Right.
Drinks
for the two of you then.
Yes, please.
Very well.
Something hard if you have it.
I do. It's a bar.
Pour you drinks and bring it over. One for you, and looks up at the big guy. Right. Picks up the glass, walks over, fills it a little fuller, and brings it back.
Okay.
How did you even find him?
Well, I went to the bar, and a guard was watching, and I was like, why is he watching the bar? That's suspicious. They're a gang. And so I went to ask him, and he's like, I can't tell you anything. I don't have to. And I was like, well, I have the king's
While she's
permission.
talking, I'm gonna try and slide ahead and steal the
She would have
the
just given
symbol
it back.
Okay.
She would have just given it
As
back.
you're, like, creeping up, and she just, like, hands it to you.
She's
Thank you.
like, let me use it when I need to. But he was like, I'm the king's friend. And he's like, no, you're not. Haha. And I was like, I'll be right back. And he's like, okay. And then I came back with it. He was pretty surprised, told me everything. So I went to the jail, rescued Big Red, and came back.
Amazing. We've been trying to find where they were hiding them, like, since we got raided.
Deception check, insight check.
That is 17.
The 7th?
He's lying.
Uh-huh.
His voice,
Okay,
like,
we
cracks a
were
little on
getting
them.
there. Look, it's been busy.
Yeah, okay. I'd like
The
it.
sky, city, like,
Deception check. Lie on top of lie. We'll see.
That's only a 7.
it's 23.
Okay. You doesn't seem to be lying on that one.
From now on, when I ask you something I would prefer, you told me, so I could be aware of things, seeing as how we're friends, and I would do anything for you, but it's clear you wouldn't do anything for me.
Look, I'm trying to separate family and business.
I'm part of the business that you are separating me from. Sorry, you hired me?
Okay, that hasn't really worked out.
Clearly, because you're not telling me anything.
Well,
I want to be in the loop, too.
well, then maybe you shouldn't be bad-talking me behind my back.
Excuse you?
I have a lot of ears in this city.
Okay. And she's gonna glare at him, and be like, if that's your only rebuttal against lying to me, she's gonna walk out.
Spirit like, oh.
Women, am I right?
Fuck you!
As he's gonna look at you like,
I'm kidding.
Slap you silly.
Look, That would not work out as well for you a second time.
I'm just saying, I'm not on your side.
What else is new?
I've seen how you are with women. That looks like probably more of your fault. Another drink?
Yes.
Pours you another one.
As you march out,
Going to Barion's tower.
Okay, and
Big Red's like standing there like,
I'm gonna turn to Big Red, who's been left here.
as he's like turning to go.
Hey.
You guys all stop outside waiting. Clear against the wall.
Yeah.
How many else do they have?
10.
Okay, they got all of them?
Yep.
Alright. We'll get to work on it.
Send a lawyer.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. If he's around. I haven't heard from him.
Hire a different one.
Walks
I
out.
like the...
Yaikzal is very clearly upset. Like, it's not even anger anymore. It's like sadness because this guy that she trusts doesn't trust her.
Red looks at you and just like trying to figure out what to do. A little bit pleased with like how the whole thing went, and just this big hand comes and like awkwardly pats your head, like just swallows your
Also,
skull. a little bit.
with Lorelei's detect thoughts, does he believe Drae?
No, he's very suspicious about a lawyer not showing up right away. He knows how things usually operate.
Okay, she's going to lead him to Barion's tower and come back.
Okay, you make your way to the tower as he shows up, and you see the guards get a little nervous. A couple crossbows get drawn as you walk up with the lava ogre. Not the guards, like the guards in the
Okay.
tower that he's hired.
Lorelei's gonna cast Sending.
Barion's letting me bring someone here.
Barian would
The
have probably
orc
gone
captain.
with you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just-
yeah, Barry
just to
would have gone.
verify that.
Orc looks over,
Sure, boss.
lets you guys in, as he squeezes his way into the tower and like
Please be careful.
squeezing up the stairs.
Small.
It's not built for you.
Squeezes up the stairs and into the dormitory and looks at the like bunk beds in there, like
You can sleep on the floor.
starts pulling mattresses down to make like cobble together a bed for himself.
Okay, back to
Better
the bar.
not be here long.
He'll be here until we can get the guards off his back.
Fine.
So, the lawyer he speaks of, we need a lawyer. And
It's not my problem.
as she's gonna head back to the ground.
And Lorelei is going to send a message to Tethel.
Okay,
Like, hey, we could use you at the Hammer and Grug.
I know the one. I'll be there. As Tethel will probably show up before they do. As he
Alright.
comes in and looks around the bar and looks at you like he's trying to figure out, should he sit at another table or like what's the deal here? Walks over to you and is kind of eyeing up Purvis, and just like,
He's fine.
right.
As Lorelei in the back of Purvis's head is like, you better be. Just
Don't do that! As he like throws some paper towel at her.
stops midair. Alright, so Yaikzal got Big Red out of custody. Which is good. It does mean we have to expedite the process of getting the rest of them out before they get antsy.
Alright.
So, do you know what's happened to the lawyer?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, because we hired a good lawyer last time, and I kind of like.
I can try to get a hold of him.
Okay, if you can do that, let me know.
Has he gone missing?
I don't know.
Well, I'll
Like,
check at his residence.
you were the one who found him the first time.
I will check at his residence
Okay.
and his place of business.
All right.
Anything else I need to handle?
If he tries to upcharge us, just find someone else.
Very well. Anything else?
No.
Right. I will. I'll handle it.
Yeah.
For all of them, right?
Yeah.
All right. Nods at you and makes his way out of the bar off to find a lawyer.
All right.
Yaikzal marches back in shortly after.
Drae?
Yep.
I would like to talk to you because I would like to clear everything up.
Alright, seems fair.
And she's gonna go to a table in like the very corner where no one else is.
You go and sit at like a corner table.
You're
in
coming
the
to me or am I
otherwise
coming to
empty
you?
You're
bar.
coming to me.
As you're going by, Purvis just hands you 2 mugs.
He's,
One for her, you
yeah, I figured it out. Alright.
being idiot.
So we're gonna sit across. Thanks. I would like to have a heart-to-heart because you don't trust me, clearly. And
Okay.
I would like for you to trust me and tell me things.
Okay.
And I don't know what I have to do for that, seeing as how I have done an awful lot. And if you have questions for me, I will answer them. But I also have questions for you, and I would rather have everything cleared up, because I do not want to have conflict in this whole conflict.
It was
The
very,
city.
very well said.
I don't want sass. So,
Okay.
you can ask your questions first.
Alright. Why have you been bad-mouthing me to multiple people?
I'm gonna be honest, peer pressure. I don't know how to talk to people, and then they badmouth you, and I'm like, okay, well, if this is how I have to bond with people, that's how I have to do, and I am sorry.
Insight check.
It's true.
Either make a persuasion or deception, depending on whether it's true
It's
or...
very true.
Yeah, then a persuasion check.
Persuasion... 10.
It's a 6.
You're not sure if you're if you fully believe her. Like, you're not certain she's lying either, but you're not like, oh, you can't. There's no things that you're like, that's sincere.
Yeah.
If you want, you can get Lorelei to read my mind again.
Look, she hasn't been doing that.
Good.
Deception.
Oh yeah, she...
An insight check.
19.
The 7.
He's lying.
Okay,
we were-
okay, well, not to, like, our circle. Which I think is true, right?
Okay. So,
I don't think it's true.
She hasn't read Yaikzal's mind.
yes, she was drunk and she was taking advantage of this drunk Yaikzal. Reading her
And she's been
mind.
reading
Drae doesn't know about
Barion's
that.
mind. That's fair.
That's true.
If Drae actually thinks she's stopped with the group, then with your insight, he thinks he's telling the truth. Yeah.
Okay. I'm being genuine, and if you don't believe me, you can ask Lorelei to read my mind. I like you a lot. I
Okay.
care for you, and
Look, I'm kind of seeing someone.
I like a big red ogre.
I've noticed.
Sorry,
Just
but
making sure you're not trying to do anything here, because
No.
I don't think we're compatible, me and Big Red.
Okay. She takes a step. Okay.
Runa's actual look, the like eyes she did were so done.
Okay.
Carry on.
Anything else?
I mean, that's the main concern. Are you committed to this organization?
The Pridefoots? I was just trying to support you. If I'm honest, I don't give a fuck about a gang.
That's the vibe I got.
You just were like, here's a position, and I'm like, great. If you need me, I was there for you and Lorelei. So you could fire. I don't fire. More like I just quit. I don't know.
You can resign with dignity.
I don't give a fuck.
You can resign without dignity, then. I don't know.
Okay. Whatever. No.
There won't be
Why?
a record of it, so.
Why don't you trust me?
I mean, I kind of laid it out.
Huh?
I mean, you were talking badly about me,
Mm-hmm. That's reasonable.
and then I gave you a position in my organization, and then you went and started a gladiator school and spent all your time with
Oh,
that.
that was before.
didn't
I
know.
started a gladiator school before I joined.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe that's my bad.
Clearly, we're both at fault.
Yeah.
I would like for us to be able to be honest with each other
Okay.
because we're in this together.
Mm-hmm.
anything coming towards us is all of our deal. And I get it, you're in a big position of power and you want to keep secrets, but I would like it if you saw me as either an equal or even looked at me as a trusted friend instead of someone you dragged around.
Alright, can I ask you something?
Yes.
In this industry, there are hard choices you sometimes have to make.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes means putting the people you care about at risk.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with that?
Yeah. When I say I would do anything for you, I would, but I would prefer if these ultimatums you gave me didn't go against my personal life. Because if you're referencing Big Red right now, that's not a very friendly thing to do. If you're my friend, clearly you want something good for me, and you're not going for something good for me.
There are bigger things at play sometimes.
And sometimes you need to focus on the small things. Have you forgotten that?
I've been told that by so many women.
I would like us to be on a level where you respect me as a person with relationships, and I respect you as a person with relationships. I do, but I don't know if you respect me back.
I respect you enough to not want you to make hard decisions. If you want to have that on your conscience, I'd be willing to let you in on stuff.
I would like it a lot, because it's hard to do anything for all of you when you don't tell me what I have to do. I may be smart. Ting. I may be smart.
Flick your circlet of intellect.
Artificially.
That doesn't mean I know anything about emotions. I was abandoned at age 3. I didn't have parents. And everyone I met wanted to kill me. So, sorry. I don't have great emotional relationships. Or do I understand emotions that much? All I understand is the urge to slash, kill, blood. That's what I understand most. And I don't even like the kill one.
Alright, well I will include you in future decisions that would affect you.
Thank you. I'm gonna go get 5 shots. And
Okay, don't crazy overdo it, because we might get attacked by monks in the middle of the night. Just
that's
keep that in
true.
mind.
Fine, I'll go take 1 shot and catch up with my favorite bartender. Other than
Purvis?
Yeah, other than Big Red.
It's like Purvis. I don't know. I've never really trusted him.
She's gonna get up, pat you on the head, and go to him. Have a shot of anything?
I can do you one. Pours you a shot and puts it down. Moderation, that's good for you.
As Lorelei is gonna get up and go and sit down where Yaikzal was, and they're gonna have like a hushed little conversation.
Okay, as the two of you collude in the corner. Purvis, moderation, that's good for you.
Yeah, if we don't. I'd rather not be intoxicated when we get attacked.
It's a weird climate.
It's definitely not anything I'm used to.
How'd that go? You didn't claw his eyes out?
Really close to.
Yeah.
It went well. It went well. But
Alright. Want me to slap him silly?
You know what? If I cry, yes.
Alright.
If he makes me cry, I will allow it.
Deal.
You are gonna get this man murdered.
But don't, slap him silly in a non-trying to kill him way.
Of course.
Because
I look like a murderer.
I don't want you to get hurt, and he's changed recently, so so I don't want you to get injured because his mind's changed.
Maybe I'll leave well enough alone.
Yeah, he's a little dangerous right now. And
Shame. Could probably use a good smack.
You know,
Not wrong.
there is no, you can't even do it to him. I was gonna offer someone I'm into to slap silly, but he would crush you. Simply.
Big red guy?
Yeah.
Gonna pass on that one.
Yeah. It's okay, you don't have to do it. I will slap them silly myself.
Good. Nice to know you can take care of yourself.
And she'll just talk to him.
Alright, yeah, you have a nice chat with Purvis, who's...
As Varian comes up to the bar, puts the mug down.
Stop! You're not doing this Magus. You're not even Daniel.
Don't do it. Gonna regret it.
He just like leaves the cup there. And like steals another one that was like on the table, still like half full of mead, and sits back down at the table with that. Just leaves the cup.
Someone's cleaning out the mug that he left.
Okay.
Crisis averted.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys collude and drink a bit of an afternoon away, as you will once again collect yourselves later that evening at Daniel's Wizard Tower. Now, with added Big Red living in it. Is there anything you'd like to discuss, or what would you guys like to do next?
I'm tired.
Drae's gonna go knock on Big Red's door at some point. Assuming he's staying in his room.
Yeah, he is. You knock on the door to the dormitory here.
It's me.
Door opens.
Yeah.
Wanted to give you an update. I have Tethel trying to track down the lawyer.
Alright.
Thanks for sitting tight.
About that. What took so long?
If you noticed the whole like invasion thing going on?
I hadn't.
Yeah, our city is being attacked by a mirror city from another dimension that we've been called in to deal with.
Shitty excuse.
That's the one I got.
Alright.
Shuts the door.
Ugh.
Are we alright? Are we alright?
Sure.
Just stares at him.
I don't like it. You're the boss now. Shouldn't be leaving people to rot like that. Whatever's going on.
It was 2 days.
Stands. Should have been ours. Especially with the city going to hell. All the more reason you should have all your boys out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Shuts the door again. And you hear him moving on the other side of it.
I walk away, and as I'm, at the hallway, my mage hand goes, as I walk.
You hear a, like stomping into the door. What? As the door slams.
I don't know, you guys will find somewhere.
Okay.
Sleep. And it's like a half sleep, still very aware of what's trying to be like.
All right, you have you take yourself to a troubled rest.
Yeah.
Kea'Na is gonna lay herself down as well. She's pretty excited. She's gonna probably just lay awake for a while, bounce a bit until she eventually passes into meditation. Anything in particular from Lorelei or Drae?
They're talking. Drae is gonna. Wednesday's here, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's gonna check in with Wednesday real quick. Just make a round, I guess.
Okay, yeah. You would you'd find her cleaning in the kitchen.
He's now knocking a lot.
Just come in, love.
just on the wall as he's leaning.
Just come in, love.
Alright.
It's a kitchen. It's not even mine.
I mean, it could be yours if you want.
I don't think so. It's Barian's. Plus, that asshole of a chef would kill me.
I can get rid of him.
It's alright. I already told. I just want to gripe without somebody trying to murder someone.
I'm not talking murder. I'm talking unemployment.
Either way, just don't worry about it. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to see how you're doing.
I'm doing good. How about you?
It's been a day.
Aye.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I had plans in the works that have kind of been, I've had to adjust on the fly. Not important. And then we went up to a flying island because the king told us to. And then the peaceful monks there tried to murder Lorelei. So
Aye.
I murdered them, and then they're mad at me.
That's a mess.
Right? And then some lady floated in on this hand from space and blew up a ship.
What's even happening?
I don't know.
This whole city's going to space hands and ships blowing up.
What's rent like in Ellerin?
I grew up in an orphanage.
There didn't
I don't
come
even
up
know what rent's
ever-
like here, and I live here.
Well, I'm considering moving.
It feels kind of bad to abandon the city, though, doesn't it?
Well, what has the city ever done for me?
Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, there's people I care about in the orphanage.
That's true.
I wouldn't be able to go personally.
Yeah. We could move the orphanage. I have money.
I mean, I suppose if they'd be alright with that.
I don't know.
Neither do
I feel like no one really wants to be here right now.
I think you might underestimate how much people care about their homes.
Might be true.
They're not all good, but I got a lot of memories here. And there's been some good people in my life. Some bad ones too, but I wouldn't say it evens out, but you know what I mean? I'm glad you're alright and that they didn't murder you.
That's good, yeah.
What's
yeah.
this business that's getting interrupted?
Just, Bradford stuff.
Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, I think I misunderstood a warning someone was trying to give me. And now I have a bunch of people angry at me. And I'm trying to appease them while also without, submitting to them.
Right.
Leadership is hard.
Aye. Aye.
But
Well, you'll figure it out.
yeah.
I'm sure. Keep your friends close, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it's who this is all for, so.
Aye, that is. Well, I feel like I should hug you. Am I reading this wrong?
You could use a hug.
Alright. So come over and give you a hug and
Yeah.
little back rub with it.
Yeah. He loses all pretense of authority whenever he's with Wednesday.
Alright, yeah. Just
Cute.
sink into this hug and she massages your back a little bit there and gives you a pat on the shoulder you got it, chin up, and gives you a little shin tap. Well, I got a few more pots to scrub, so see you in the morning.
You want help?
I've seen you in the kitchen.
Yeah, but I'm so versatile. Look, as one of the pots floats.
No. I'll be alright, thanks.
Alright. Don't stay up too late.
Of course not. It's not that many scrubs as she turns and busies herself with cleaning. Okay.
Just rejoin people.
Okay, you make your way to bed as well, as you guys will awake after a long rest the next morning.
By the way, Drae was at 2 hit points.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow!
With all of those attacks missing.
That reaction attack at the end could have done it.
Yeah, if he took 2 more, he was at 7, took 5.
It was crazy to watch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you guys awake the next morning, greeted by the city as ever, still in its strife, trying to find what normal looks like inside of an invasion. What would you guys like to get up to today?
Well, we still need. Should we bring an army to the monks?
How do we get an army up?
They have griffins. Griffins and a lot of strong guards. If we talk to the king about it or the queen about it, they could.
That's true.
They're the ones that are replacing his loved ones, and they're the ones that threw Lorelei off a cliff,
They did do that.
which I don't forgive them for.
Or we could go to the Coliseum and just ignore it and hope it goes away.
I'm tired of ignoring my problems. The Coliseum, we've been there twice. We'll go back a third time after.
But what if we're incinerated?
We know the rules to not be incinerated.
It's showing up in the morning or you'll be incinerated.
Only
That's
if
what they
you're-
said.
Only if you're in the arena.
They say that?
Yeah,
I was
we've
not
missed.
paying attention.
I would like to. We've been gone for 2 days and we have not been incinerated, and we didn't go
Could
to
be
the.
a coincidence.
We need to deal with the monks. Because I would rather have the king like us even more. Seeing
Yeah.
as how of everything I did, I'd like him to not like us a little more. We need to gain his trust back.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little worried because we did just publicly use his signet to free a prisoner.
Which is why we need to get his trust back.
Okay. Well, should he ask about it, what should we say? My vote is, he is critically important. We found out that lava ogres counter the monks from the other place, and we desperately need him to help us.
Big Red would like to fight things. That is true. Big. Yeah.
They're weak to
we
fire.
We could say we needed more fighting force behind us. We were struggling.
And maybe we leave out the we were struggling part. Like, they were
Yeah.
were more formidable than we expected them to be.
And we needed someone else behind us. Yep, that's the way I like it.
Okay.
And
We're lying?
yeah.
Oh.
We have to, or we could be.
It's okay. We do it all the time. You remember the names we had? Ham?
It's
Names?
Hammond.
I know, but I like saying ham because it makes his face go every
I don't know.
time.
Runa knows this. My secret identity is, you may have heard of me, ham and cheese.
That name is
It's
I don't
gotten me
like
through
that.
many a scrap.
ham and cheese.
We actually didn't really get to use it at all.
We
but
used it like
was-
once.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yep.
What was your name? What was your code name?
I have to go look up her name. I did write them down, but I don't have it remembered right off the top of my head.
Ham and cheese? The sandwich?
Well, it's Hammond. Cheese.
Lily.
First name, last name.
I'm Lily.
That's such a
I wanted to
pretty
be
name.
a flower, and they're like, no flower. And then I was like, what about this? And they're like, no, Dad. And then I was like, Lily. And they're like, okay. And I was like, but there's a flower!
But it's also a name.
Well, whatever.
I mean, there's a lot of flower names that are names. I've met a petunia.
Dandelion is not a name.
Dandy Leon.
That's like
Those are stupid, like Drae's ones.
yeah.
Exactly what I'm
Hey.
finding across.
Now I like it. I think we could really Dandelion with a like an apostrophe after
Who
the
are we
E.
lying to?
The king, maybe.
Cool.
Yeah, we hate authority.
We do?
I don't know though.
Well,
King's kind of risky to lie to.
well, I could talk.
But I mean, the truth is not great. Cause
The truth got him to not like us last time.
yeah.
Maybe he'll be so distraught from his loved ones being gone and maybe dead that he won't notice.
Good point. It's a good thing that his loved ones are gone.
You guys are doing a lot of hums.
Okay.
Yes. It's a
How about
hum
we just don't
situation.
bring it up and hope it doesn't come up?
Yeah. If
It's not
And-
lying.
we talked to the queen beforehand because the queen's behind trying to get the gang back, or like not back but caught, so we could say that Big Red was an integral part of it,
Very important.
and the queen could support us in the conversation.
Yeah. Or just back us up.
He likes the queen.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah!
It's kind of weird. I don't know if he likes the queen that much.
they definitely
They have a weird vibe,
don't have any romance from what I've seen.
right?
maybe they'll. Well, I mean,
That's what his concubines are for.
and other children.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Let's get his wives in
That's
the
the
action
big
lights.
word.
So we go there. We talk about
Concubines.
other wives.
Oh.
Yeah, he
Why
has
don't you just
multiple
call them
women.
that?
Because that's like less fancy.
Yeah,
Kings like to be fancy.
Right.
they need to have their own name,
Right.
even though he's just a cheater.
Right.
So we go there. We are like, hey, look, we went to these islands, and we don't say, hey, look. We don't say, hey, look.
That's
But-
probably a good idea.
Yeah, but we talk about.
Do you guys want breakfast?
Yes.
Yes.
You
She
can't-
like starts
you can't-
handing you
you
guys
can't plan
the
a
food she
strategy with
has
food.
on the tray, and sits down and starts like eating with you guys.
Yaikzal's too distracted. She'll oddly take a bite sometimes.
Just like spoon like floating in the air, soup like flying off occasionally.
No. She would leave it down entirely. Her
Oh,
hands
okay.
are empty, but sometimes she'd be like, good soup. Anyways, we need to get back to the plan.
The memes.
So we talk about the monk island that's replaced his loved ones.
Yep.
And we talk about how they're murderous.
Mhm.
If you... Well, they're not murderous.
They unprompted tried to drop Lorelei off the edge, which is attempted murder. We were following their rules,
Yeah.
and they tried to murder us.
Do you truly believe that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Insight check. Like, posthumous insight check?
What?
Do you...
Are you trying to insight check yourself?
The
to see if
monks, like,
Oh,
looking back on it,
sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
it's an 11.
11. They were the same as they've always been, and they've never been trying to kill you before. They did not react any differently with any more emotion or anything to this than anything before it.
It's weird.
Okay, well, we could just... I hate to label people, but we could just say they're invaders that took his loved ones.
Seems fair.
Yeah. I think we have to go for...
I don't think there could be any long-term consequences of alienating an entire race of people against another.
She's gonna be like... She's gonna be like, that's crazy. Do you know how I grew up?
So we just go to the king and we tell him all blue people are evil.
No. We just say they took his loved ones. They might have. They're replacing them.
He can decide for himself whether taking 26
We
of
are
your
not
loved ones is
ali-
evil.
She's gonna be like, this is what happens when you alienate a race.
What does?
This.
You're born?
You look just fine to me.
That's very sweet. But
Welcome.
not everyone thinks that way. And she's like,
Well,
the scars.
Well, then kill them.
I did.
Duh.
G'day.
What? Sorry.
No.
Unemploy them from life.
G'day.
What?
Okay.
He's just trying to say we got your back and you look lovely and we get what you're saying.
Thank you. But we're not alienating them because also,
They
They
seem
were-
kind of alien to me.
alien,
Fair.
but like we
Fair.
don't want to.
Is it immoral
If-
to alienate an alien?
I
If
feel like we're getting in the weeds.
if they have to stay and we don't figure out how to get them gone, or they stay and when the city leaves, I would rather not have them deal with the racism.
We don't know that. We don't know that this will cause racism.
Elves, everyone.
That's a totally different situation. Look, elves have been unfairly targeted for millennia.
Anyways,
Don't insight check me.
For centuries.
Millennia.
okay, let's go to the king first because we.
Humans have hated elves
Not even
since before
centuries.
humans
Decades.
weren't even around.
Decades.
Okay, we have to go to the king.
Why?
Wednesday.
Wait, why are
Hey,
we going to
what?
the king again?
Shush. I think I need to introduce. Not you.
No, I was talking to him.
Oh.
I was helping you.
I was trying to talk to you and he was trying to speak over.
Sorry, I was shushing him.
Yeah.
I will not be silenced.
Shh.
Thank
Sorry.
you. I would like to introduce you to someone that's staying here
Right.
because I think you should be aware of everyone that's
Sure,
here.
sure. That's a good idea. I mean, I clean the place, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna bump into him eventually.
He's a little big and a little scary,
Oh, one of those.
big lava ogre.
Oh.
But
Non-violent.
if I tell
that's
him to, but I
Really think you have that much sway over?
I suppose I should make him some breakfast and...
A lot.
Sure, let me grab a bit extra and we can go meet him.
She would offer her plate that has been a quarter
Oh,
touched.
you gotta eat.
I'm
lass.
not hungry.
You gotta eat. She like shoves it back. We're not going until you finish that. She goes to get more soup. She comes back with like a large like mixing bowl of soup. Like, is that big, right? This is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And
Right.
she's gonna lead Wednesday up to the room and knock. Cause like, knock knock.
Drae is hovering
It's-
in the background.
It's Yaikzal.
He's not.
I'm in.
Opens the door. Okay.
As he's like sitting cross-legged on like the spread out mattresses that like moved away as he was sleeping, so he's basically just sleeping on the ground. Wednesday
This-
like peeks in. Hey.
This is Wednesday. She's the keeper. Like she cleans and cooks. And she brought you breakfast.
As she comes in with a big bowl.
Good.
I would like to, I just thought you guys would like to meet each other instead of her having to find out.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Right. I'll be cleaning in here later today. Alright.
If Big Red, if she needs your help, will you help her?
What does that mean though?
Words, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
Right.
I didn't want it to be a surprise that she comes in and you're like, who is this? And then I don't want you to be surprised, like you come in and who is this?
Thank you.
Yeah. If you're ever hungry, you can ask Wednesday.
Right, yeah, I can make you food.
Not like
Whenever.
whenever you're hungry though.
No, whenever. I don't have a lot to do because they hire the cook and the cleaner. I don't even have to make it if the cook's here, so.
We're trying to keep him compensated.
Yeah, you just.
Yeah,
actually,
so-
it's Barian's food. Whatever.
We're
Ah!
yeah, I was gonna usher Wednesday and
I
Drae.
don't think he liked me.
That's okay. He's doesn't really like people.
Alright.
She's
That's
gonna
comforting.
he won't hurt you. She's
Alright.
gonna usher them out
That
and,
is comforting.
and she's gonna stay.
Okay,
And
you.
she's gonna talk to Big Red
Okay, yeah.
without Drae around. You could just listen in. Like it's she didn't like.
He was definitely like around the corner, leaning against the wall.
Okay, so we're going to the king. We're gonna figure out an island situation. I don't know. And if I can, I am going to make you very important to us so the king thinks you're very important. Because you're very important to me. And
Thanks. I guess. That's nice. That's nice of him. Carry on.
And I don't know when we'll be back. It might be a couple days. If I die, I'm dead.
I'll just eat the idiot's food while you're gone. Don't worry about me.
So you'll be okay?
Sure.
Okay, good. She's clearly like, there's so much going on. She's like, Fred, Wednesday, King, Monks, King, Queen, Raid, King. Okay, things should be fine. They should be, if I die, I'm dead. Did I say that? I said that. I'm gonna go.
Awkward, like, head pat.
Thanks. And she's gonna leave something with him. Yeah, she takes off these two rings, like his and hers, and she's gonna keep them safe, please.
You proposing?
If you want, but they're very important to me, and
That's a joke.
Grabs him.
just keep them safe, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. And she's gonna wave
Drops
and
him in his pocket.
and she's gonna walk out and wave. Say goodbye, obviously. Okay, he should be fine.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I wasn't listening. I was just walking down the stairs and got tired. You know.
Okay. I thought we were on a no lying right now,
I was
but
definitely listening.
thank you. He should be fine. clearly, fine, yeah.
I think he likes you.
I really hope so. 'Cause I really like him.
It's, 10. Just a 10.
Are you going crazy? You just said 10 out of nowhere. Okay. But he should be fine while we're gone. He wouldn't. He'll be fine. We'll we be fine? I don't know if we'll be fine, but he will be fine. Oh,
You're
good
doing
night.
a lot of talking, and we should probably just go because
Yeah,
you
you're
keep
right.
just repeating yourself.
Yep.
Like when Drae when Barian and Lorelei are talking.
Ah, circles.
Yeah.
You're right. Maybe I just need to slash someone. Maybe that'll make everything okay. Let's go!
Yeah! She like gets all excited and gets up and runs out the door with you. As you guys make your way to the palace, and you find yourself
talking circles.
fairly quickly outside of the heavily defended palace gates. And the guards see you coming, and one of them, good!
Hey.
Drae, Barian. Drae, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure which
What,
was
they
the...
look nothing alike. Yeah. What are you talking about?
There's somebody who wanted to speak with you.
Who?
I was just told to take you to a meeting with them.
What do they look like?
I'm just supposed to take you to a meeting with them.
Fine.
All right. Well, come with me then. As he'll lead Drae off. And into the palace grounds. And off to one of the...
Is Barian go with him?
Barian's not invited to go with him.
Barian would start walking. One thing.
I was just supposed to bring him.
What's this about?
They wanted to have a meeting with you. That's all I know.
Lorelei's gonna try and read his mind.
Yeah, he legitimately got a missive. Like a letter. Someone official has arranged a meeting with you. That's all he knows.
Alright.
Leave the poor
Fine.
guard alone.
Okay.
I murder him!
As he leads you to one of the wings a little further away from the like central area of the palace you're used to being in, and leads you to a door. Right, here it is. Opens the door for you. You can go on in.
Sort of like casually as a hand on his belt. He walks in.
Okay, you walk in. There is an empty room, and there's a table in it with a chair on either side, both of which are empty. And there's another door into the room.
Just like takes a step in.
Okay. Guard closes the door behind you.
I check it to see if it's locked.
It's not.
Okay. I will pull the chair back mentally and sit down.
Okay, you sit yourself down. And about a minute later, the other door will open, and you'll see a familiar hood, dark cloaked figure. Same one you met in Braxton's throne room. Come in, sit down, chair across from you. Who tipped you off?
About what?
Really?
About... I'm gonna make an insight check to, like, this Drae is really dumb. It's an 11. Would I know what he's talking about?
Yeah, with an 11, you'd be able to piece together what he's talking about. The raid.
What do you mean? We lost people.
Guard said they showed up and they were ready to fight. 10 people. I know how many people are usually in that bar.
How many people? I don't. Out of character. How many people are usually?
At any given time, 6 to 8.
Yeah. So it was a busy night.
I know this isn't an easy conversation for you.
Wait, you can't try and pull his hood back.
Ooh! Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. Sleight of hand. We'll do sleight of hand and we're going to see if he notices.
25.
Do you have to summon the hand? Pretty sure.
It's without components.
Is it without components? Yeah. Okay. As the hood pulls back, and you see Prince Theracles sitting across from you. Well then. I didn't want it to come to this. Who tipped you off?
Why does it matter?
I can think of very few reasons someone would tip you off. Even fewer why someone would kill my man Braxton.
Well, sometimes things need to change.
Done a great bit of damage to my organization. Cut off one of my hands, if you will.
It's unfortunate.
The raid was a taste. If you're going to take my organization, I'm going to dismantle it. I have a fairly strong guess at who tipped you off.
Okay.
So how was your chat with my mother?
Who?
As he's getting an insight check, like the moment he says the words.
It's a 16.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
As he looks at you, and the moment your face like changes, I thought as much.
Does she know?
Not much happens in this city that she doesn't know about.
But
For a while, the Proudfoots were one of those things that could happen without her knowing about them.
What's wrong with that?
Have you ever had someone watching over you your whole life? Every little thing you do, putting their fingers into every relationship, every conversation, ears around every corner.
I'm starting to get a feeling of what that's like.
It'll get worse. I imagine she made you an offer. Go ahead, convince me to work with you, so you can spy on me for her.
I don't really want to work with you. Is the problem.
We have something in common then. As there's like a genuine grin on his face at that. I don't dislike you. You and your brother have been quite useful.
Does she know about you?
What about me?
Well, I mean, you seem to have interesting habits.
Oh, I'm sure she knew of the Proudfoots. But she couldn't get to Braxton.
Or to you.
She tries to get to me. Quite successfully most of the time. Aggravatingly so. Like to think I'm a rather deft hand and have inherited some of her talent, but...
So this is something you'd like to keep from her, then?
This conversation?
Well, your involvement overall.
With the Proudfoots?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure she knew. As I said, who she couldn't get to was Braxton. She could know about the Proudfoots all she wanted, but nobody was reporting her their every move. Well, this has been a waste of time.
What made Braxton so special?
What made Braxton so special was I could trust him.
You can trust me.
I found Braxton half dead. We were both children. I grew up sneaking out, playing with my giant friend. He was the only one I could trust. And you killed him. I don't dislike you, but there is a score between you and I.
I'm sorry about your friend.
I'm of half a mind to believe you, but I'm not that stupid. Well, since this is how the conversation's going, consider it a warning. Enjoy the Proudfoots while they stand.
I mean, we're doing good. It kind of feels nice.
You have a way of catching me off guard. You know that?
I'd be willing even to let you on board.
On board. Do elaborate.
Well, never hurts to have more influence.
Gonna need more than that.
You can help us do good.
What do you have in mind?
I mean, nothing immediately.
So, my organization that I built to serve my ends, and I can help it do good.
Yes.
Sounds an awful lot like I'm serving its ends to me.
Do you not want to do good in this world?
I do plenty. I did not make the Proudfoots to do good. I made them to do quiet things that no one needed to hear about.
Well, my friends and I are pretty good at quiet.
That's laughable. I'm not interested in being your backing as the Proudfoots. But you're funny. I won't destroy all of them. But I will settle our score.
That's very kind of you.
As he pushes himself up from his chair. And he will turn and exit the room through the door he came through after throwing his hood back up.
That was weird. So get up, sort of straight shirt, and leave the other way.
Okay. You head out the door, and you'd find the guard gone. In his place, leaning against the wall, is Queen Hestia. How did it go?
Alright. He does not want to work with me.
Shame. I'll do what I can to block his moves, but I can only do so much without drawing too much suspicion.
Yeah, this is a problem.
One boon, I have managed to reverse the order for the execution of the men who were captured.
It's very kind of you.
Well, thank you at least for trying.
Yeah.
Walk with me?
Alright.
I imagine you're here to see my husband.
Something like that, yeah.
She will lead you down the halls to the sitting room that you guys have been in a couple times before, where you guys would have been left waiting. And Drae, along with the towering figure of Queen Hestia, walk into the room, and she gives you guys a light nod, looks over at the servant, let them through, and she will just keep walking towards the throne room.
Don't we have to, like, announce ourselves or... Never mind.
What did she say? Did you talk to her about being
Tell you later.
Okay.
As you guys make your way into the throne room, Queen Hestia having gotten a little ahead of you at this point, and she sits herself down on the other side of the impromptu war table that got brought in there, and you would see Theracles along with one other general in there, who looks over. Oh, darling, they wish to speak to you.
Has it been over an hour?
Since what?
Since Lorelei used Detect Thoughts?
No.
Okay, so just to see if she could read Drae's mind.
Read whose mind?
Drae's.
Yes, yeah, she would still be able to read that. Is she looking at the king or queen's mind or anything like that? Yeah.
No.
As she's walking in, she would get stopped by a guard if she still had that up.
I'm making an insight check just to see if she's, like, paying attention to that sort of thing at the moment. It's like a 28 I'll say she has like the good sense to
Yeah,
tell this.
he's got like spectacles on that look like a magic item, so it would be pretty easy for her to piece together like, oh, that might be a problem.
Sorry.
As she cancels the spell, and he looks her over and then waves her through. Yeah, exactly. One detector in the front. As you find yourself before the king, who is looking over at you guys expectantly after Hestia tells him that you came to speak to him.
So, who all is in the room?
So there's the king, there's the queen, there's the general, and then the announcer, who would normally have announced you, but the queen hushed him.
So, we went to the island,
Pardon?
the floating islands above the lake.
Oh, very good. Yes, that has been of some concern. What did you find out?
There are
Monks.
monks there.
My
That
report
sort of
said
like
the same.
challenge you to duels.
As I understand, they've been rather peaceful so far,
Well, that's what we thought. We
until
dueled.
they attacked the ship.
Yeah, we dueled a bunch of them. Right? They sat down when they were like hurt, and they sort of surrendered. Moved on to another group, and halfway through the battle, they tried throwing us off the islands.
Right.
Lorelei specifically. Right off.
You don't have to. She sort of like blushes like not that.
So a sudden turn to violence then.
Yeah, and we reciprocated, and then things escalated from there.
Turns to the general. Go ahead and raise the elevation of them threat-wise. Yes, my lord. Write something down on a sheet of paper.
We
If you don't mind, I did notice that it wasn't. She had to burn something to do that, so I don't know how many more times that can be done.
That's good to know. We were concerned about the casual destruction of one of our ships, especially one we had been outfitting in case they made some sort of water-based incursion. As the general makes a note of that as well.
we have to go back, but we were wondering if we could have support for it, because clearly they'll do anything.
We don't know exactly what they're capable of.
Yeah.
I am limited in what I can supply you with. We are overextended and overtaxed.
We
What
would
do you need?
Ways to get up there, and maybe some way for you to get us down, so we don't have to use our resources to.
I could supply you with... Hestia, how many scrolls of flying could we supply them with? 3.
Okay.
Do you have any spare flying animals?
No, I assume you mean the Soaring Knights.
Yeah.
No, that is years of training.
Okay.
They don't just sort of like offer a shuttle service.
I could arrange for them to carry you if they were not all otherwise occupied, either defending parts of the city or establishing forts in the other city. We are
Right.
as undefended as we have ever been.
Okay.
Scrolls would definitely be a help.
Scrolls are helpful.
Yep.
I will have them provided.
Yeah. Do you have any other people who could get themselves up to the island?
Looks back at Hestia. Bran? And Hestia just shakes her head.
Very like, please no. I mean, she's lovely, but
No. I wish I could spare Arm, but as I said, she's in the other city. We are poorer without her.
Okay. Do you have any healing things?
I doubt we can spare any.
Understandable.
We, as far as I understand, looking over at the general, we emptied our stockpiles. There you have it. Barian received an invitation to the Circle of Mages, yes?
I did.
I know of one powerful mage who watches the roads. Maybe a 2 days journey away, she established a tower with my leave. Perhaps he could ask her.
Can we afford to spend that much time?
I have no idea. If they are dangerous as you say, perhaps not, and perhaps they'll be attacking any day. We are making preparations for that.
I could,
It does not all rest on your shoulders.
I could send for her magically, if you can give me a description.
I suppose I could do such a thing, yes. I'm not the most talented artist. I saw her. I can draw her portrait. As Hestia speaks back from her throne.
That would work.
She gets up and will start to make her way out of the room and just peeks out and says something to a servant who will come back in a little while with a portrait and an easel for her. And she will sit back down on her throne and begin to draw on it, making swift strokes across the canvas.
So, how's the rest of the city doing as she's drawing?
Well enough. The Coliseum has claimed a few. Probably my largest problem would be the prison. Other than that, fires here and there. We found our serial killer, as many more people have started going missing, and it matches the MO that we had been seeing for months.
Who?
Not who, what.
Oh. What?
Creatures that swallow people whole. Prowling the streets at night, apparently. Managed to kill one. Well, did before she left. Didn't do any good to rescue them, but...
Does Barry know what that might be?
This whole thing is so alien to you guys. There's not much point you guys checking it. Like, this is literally things from the Farscape. Did he get an at 20?
19.
That's not enough.
Alright.
Nothing else I'm at liberty to share with you. I'm sorry, but we must have some suspicion given your contact with them.
Whereabouts, like, in the city are those monsters? Everywhere?
I wish it was that simple. Everywhere, yes.
Is there anything that draws them out specifically?
Not that I know of.
People.
People. The Warren was taking the brunt of the damage before most of it vanished. Now it's become more widespread. The Warren, its own problem. Right. Anything else you need of me?
No.
As he turns back to Essie, are you alright if they wait for you in the sitting room? As she waves him, don't be a bother. Fine then. Stay here. As he will turn and start to discuss with his general what they were going over. As it'll take her about 10 minutes to finish the portrait. And she will come over with a realistic portrait of a woman and hand it over to Lorelei?
To Barian.
Barian. Hand it over to Barian, who can look it over. I have to look up how the setting spell works, because I don't know if it actually functions in this way. I think the wording is someone you're familiar with. A creature that you are familiar.
So is the drawing enough to...
I need him to make an Arcana check to see if he can pull this off. This would be under my bending of spell rules.
Say 25.
25 is enough, as the spell a little jittery is what I'm going to say, but he manages with his grasp of magic and the application of force to send it through to some hereto unknown recipient. What is he saying?
Greetings. The King of Alokrin needs your help. Are you available? Come to the palace.
Please.
Please?
As he would get back, in a voice he's not familiar with, I will answer his summons. And she would also add, it will take me at least a day.
So on our way, She says it'll take at least a day.
Well then, till tomorrow. You are dismissed. Thank you. You guys bow and make your way out of the throne room and back into Alachran proper.
So, Slippery Buttery Convict says, "What's the story?"
Oh, man.
I have no idea how long ago that was. Things have been crazy.
Hello.
Story
To
is...
give you, like, as quick of a background as I can, because we are, like, 36 episodes in now. They started out in the city as thieves. Much has happened since then. The party has grown. And they managed to befriend the king during that original time. Recent events have seen the city being invaded by an outsider city at the behest of an outsider god who has stolen parts of their city and replaced it with their own. And they are in the midst of what this god calls a game of cities to try to see who will get to claim the other's city. And so they're currently trying to deal with one of those places, which is the king's retreat, which is the area the king kept all his concubines, which was stolen and replaced with a bunch of floating islands. And that's the gist of what they're trying to gather allies to deal with right now. To give you the quickest rundown, if you go on my World Anvil, which I think the easiest place to find that link would be if you go on our Discord, there's a link, and I have the recaps of all of the sessions since I started doing that on there. And message Kawasintel on there if you really want to know, and I will send you all of them. But, right. So, anything you guys want to do before tomorrow, or are you just waiting to meet with...
It's a Discord link.
Oh, there you go. Great idea.
Maybe this is time for us to go check out the Coliseum again.
I mean, it's a day, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nothing else.
If that's what you're doing, we will end there, because there's 15
Yeah.
minutes left.
To the Coliseum!
Okay. Alright, so you guys make your way over to the Coliseum. Much replaced and having taken out part of the wall when it was stolen away and replaced with a separate Coliseum. And you guys arrive to the old man behind the desk, as usual. How are you back?
Yeah.
You're late.
We had to deal with the king.
Ought to incinerate you.
And she's gonna take a step out of the Coliseum.
Smart. I'm assuming you're here to compete.
Yep.
Great.
I mean, unless we can have a meeting.
I'm right here. What do you want?
I don't know.
What is your goal? Like, were you given a goal being put down here, or
Welcome people in, collect money, direct people,
do you know why?
cleaning in the
Do you have a
evenings.
boss?
Of course.
Who, can we see them?
There's a guy announcing.
Yeah, can we talk to him?
No.
When can we talk to him?
I suppose if you're the champion, you could talk with him.
It's a lot of work.
How do you
Yes.
become a champion?
You keep defeating people in the arena.
How many
How
times?
many?
Oh.
Kind of like on a schedule here.
How many have you defeated so far?
12.
12? No, you've only been here a few times. How many battles have you succeeded in?
2.
2. 1, 2,
3.
She never lied before.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It's not good to go
8
for.
more.
More. Alright.
1, 2,
Alright.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more.
7.
7 or 8 more.
A couple.
More than a couple.
A few.
Yes.
Yeah,
As broad as that term is. I mean, we're going to talk. I do have people in it. Just go!
Alright, don't incinerate us. Jeez.
Okay.
Thank
Hello. 3 copper. Thank you. Hello. 6 gold. Thank you.
As you guys head into the arena, and we will end there for tonight. We will come back tomorrow with you guys, hopefully the full party. I think Dan should be back, with you guys heading into your third battle in the Outsider Coliseum. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody who stuck around or came by. Oh, Slippery Buttery Convict also followed us.
Oh,
I didn't
thank
see
you,
that.
Slippery
Thanks,
Buttery
man.
Convict.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Welcome to the family. We'll have to make you into one of the gladiators once we get more. We're turning all of our
Man,
followers into
Slippery
gladiators.
Buttery Convict is such a gladiator name.
It is great.
It's-
We'll probably call them Slippery. We've been
Buttery.
shortening them. We haven't been doing the whole
Convict.
thing. Yeah, I could see convict.
They are a convict.
They are, yeah. They're probably slippery. But, yeah, thanks for joining us. As always, you can find us here on Twitch, 6 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every Wednesday. We got that Discord we posted up there. Message Cow Sintel if you want to get involved there. There's lots of cool stuff. We've got our YouTube where these episodes get posted, and we have our TikTok, which has lots of fun clips. All of that under
If you
Adventure
want to
Corp.
hang out with us before the stream starts.
Yeah,
That's
we go
where to do
live
it.
on TikTok before the stream every time, so you can come chill out, chat with us, ask us questions, whatever you want.
Insult us.
Maybe not that one. Thanks. Why is everyone inviting that? Don't. Thanks.
You guys say that like it's you guys getting insulted.
Well, it was Alex today. It was Alex
yeah.
today, to be fair. But
Welcome to
that's
the
us
club.
signing off, folks. Good night.
Bye.